nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I got to get away with this.
Say, man, you got a joint? No. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 619. Booyaka, booyaka. 619. And we've got Minx back with us again. Welcome back, Minx.
Hi, Minx.
Hey.
I love New Zealand.
Hey. Oh, Minx, it's great living here.
Yeah, the Southern Hemisphere. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Joe back again, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Everybody loves Joe. So, Onision.
Why does Joe have a pedo stash? Says Lord Jamarcus in the fan chat.
But why is that so funny, though? Because we were, before the show, we were talking and we're like, we're not going to bring it up, right? Because Billy's going to get really nervous about it. So the first thing Ben says after he introduces, so Onision.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
We're not going to bring that up tonight.
You look uncomfortable. I'm not going to go there if you don't want to. I mean, if it's your business if you want to defend groomers.
Look. If Onision is a groomer, he's not very good at it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, you know what? Like, we're friends with him. I don't know Onision. I know him, Greg/James. He changed his name to James.
He can't decide.
Yeah.
Both him and his spouse can't decide what their names are.
They change names almost as frequently as genders. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, we were over his house, and I knew right away, and I can say this as a friend, I knew right away he was a pedophile because when you go to his house, there's pictures of a kid up on the wall everywhere. You know?
There's children, you asshole.
Oh. Never mind.
I think that, what's going on right now is gross, and I can't defend it. I think this is a system of it's something that Onision has done time and again, and it comes down to the campsite rule. When you date somebody younger than you, you have to try and leave them better off than when you.
Is that the kind of like destroying the wetlands rule too?
Well, yeah.
No, this one
is not good with those either. No, but
anything environmental, just keep them away from.
When you date somebody who's younger than you, they say that the campsite rule is that you leave the campsite as good or better than when you came to it. And he seems to just leave the fire burning every time he breaks up with someone younger than him. In general,
which is the only type of person he breaks up with, right?
I mean, he dates people that aren't young as well, but
you know what's
we
so
hear about
hilarious?
this because he's so fucking terrible at it.
You know what's so hilarious? I made one tweet talking shit to Onision, and the next day, a flood of content ID matches from Onision.
Oh, he loves to do those.
Oh,
he did it on purpose. Like, he used to have us on a whitelist.
Yeah, he put us on a whitelist, and then he was like,
because of his friendship with you.
Yeah, he would message me, goes, I'm taking the Drunken Peasants off of the whitelist because your co-host is making disparaging remarks about me. He's like, you can check Twitter to see. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, it's whatever.
He's on top of everything like that. I wonder how often he Googles his name in a day.
So you're not. Sorry, go ahead.
Is he suing Repzion or something like that? I don't know. I know him and Repzion hate each other and butt heads.
He threatens to sue people all the time, and Repzion's threatened to sue him. It's ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
They had a bit of a truce, though. Him and Repzion, didn't they?
Well, I mean, kind of.
I think that's off today. I saw Repzion retweeting the Blair White video and pissing himself laughing today. So I'm not sure that truce is still on.
I guess the truce is off.
Well, the thing is that one of Repzion's friends tried to stoop lower than even Onision would go. And
they tried to bait Onision.
Right.
With Repzion content and
like photos of his dead grandfather.
Yeah, and other things. Yeah.
But what you're saying, Billy, before we go on.
Yeah, we'll move on after this.
You're saying that it's not the grooming that bothers you. It's the fact that he's a bad breaker-upper.
No, the grooming is a whole different issue. I'm just saying this is like time and again. He gets caught in these fucking circles of people dumping on him because he's he like kicks them out of his life and has no remorse for them. They're like, this guy's a fucking asshole. I mean, and everybody's like, yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And
you gotta be a nice person if you're gonna keep secrets.
I mean, shit. If he was a good groomer, she would keep the secret.
She'd still be there. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That's the worst. It's like you capture somebody, you do whatever you do to him, and then you kick him outside. That's terrible.
He's got to quit moving these people in, because a lot of them he's had live with him at some point. Why do they got to fucking live with him?
He just feels like he can help somebody out.
No,
so
he doesn't.
That's
no,
what he
no,
says.
no.
That's what he says.
Well, I mean, he has more control over them if they live with him, right?
I mean, maybe they want to live with him. Maybe these people want to go live in the fucking... I've met so many girls, all right, and they're not underage girls. They're like 18, 19, 20, 21 that wish they were part of the throuple. They wish they were
I'm
the
sure
third.
there are.
There's so many.
I know I was when I was 14.
I can't wait. I can't wait till my 14th birthday so I can start dating Onision. I'm not defending him. I'm not defending any of this, guys.
You are.
You guys are asking me things. Well, how am I defending anything?
Did you groom kids with him? Tell me the truth.
Jesus Christ.
How the fuck am I defending anything? I'm not defending anything. I'm saying he's a fucking asshole.
Hey, that's our friend.
He was never a fucking asshole to me, but he seems to be an asshole to all these fucking girls.
You're right.
There's a whole bunch of fucking assholes.
All right, I'm gonna ask you. Does that make him more likable in a way?
I love assholes. That's why I hang out with your asshole ass.
So, before we move on to the first segment of the show, I want to remind everyone today is Bat Day. That's the day where you send us your basic attention tokens. If you use the Brave browser, all you have to do is click on the triangle up near the address bar, and you should have a grant of basic attention tokens. Please send them to us. We need them. That's a way to support the show without spending any actual money. It builds up. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
so,
I use those. They're really cool.
Yeah, they're great. And also Patreon, there was a lot of declined pledges, so if you guys want to check your patronage, check that out. We'll be doing a private show sometime. We just haven't scheduled it yet. We have to figure out when that's happening. Also, I got an email from Patreon today. If you happen to be a patron that's in the UK, I know there's, or in the EU, I know there's not a lot of you, but if you are, your payment will probably get declined. So just jump through some hurdles for Patreon. Aren't they a website that takes people's money and then acts as a paywall, basically? I mean, why do they have such a hard time taking payments? I don't know.
Maybe it's because the European Union makes laws that make it harder for them to take payments. Like we're blaming Patreon here for something the EU is doing. The same thing with Brexit, where they're trying to destroy YouTube. Not Brexit. What the fuck? Article 13, where they're trying to destroy YouTube fair use. Like the European Union right now is just ripping into everything online. It's like they're looking at the future of commerce, and they're doing everything they can to try and kill the power that online gives them so they can stay in their old fucking ways.
Centralize the power, yeah.
And we're mad at Patreon, and maybe we should be.
I am mad at
But this is the
Patreon,
fucking European Union law.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, what are they supposed to do? Like, hey, by the way, if you're in the European Union, you vote like a fucking asshole. That's why you got Brexit. That's why you got Article 13. That's why you now have this shit. You fucking dumbass.
Well, no.
Maybe you should stand up to your fucking country.
Brexit is because they want to leave the European Union.
Correct.
Yeah.
If it ever happens.
Billy didn't know that.
Right now.
I thought
Brexit is Britain leaving the EU.
Yeah.
I thought Brexit was like a breakfast item. It was like the breakfast you get as you exit the hotel.
It's all
your
food
Brexit.
with you.
Yeah,
A continental Brexit.
The continental Brexit. It's the Brexit they give you when you leave the hotel. You take it with you.
Since the email doesn't specify, we were talking about it before the show. Minx from the UK, not New Zealand, idiot.
Oh,
it was me. That's never mind. Anyway, they were saying what is it? What's the measure?
So like, when you log in, when you spend more than £13, I don't know what that is. It's probably about €12, something like that. When you log into, when you make a payment of that amount, it will now ask you for like mobile verification of the transaction with your bank every single fucking time you make a payment over a certain amount. I think there still are some exceptions. Amazon seems to be getting around it still at the moment, but generally I've noticed that from like this last week. Every time I've needed to fucking buy something online, I've had to put in a PIN that was sent to my phone from my bank at the same time.
Wow. Before you know it, you'll have to submit a DNA sample or something.
Yeah. Your 23andMe is not current.
Right.
Yeah. You won't be able to buy certain things if you don't have a certain race in your DNA history.
So let's check out this DP action news, because this is really weird. What Billy sent this to me today.
He called me sir, and it got me so fuming angry.
People are discriminating against wolves. Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Puking dog will never die. Yeah.
You better well learn to love it.
All right. Jesse Lee Peterson said that Andrew Yang should go back to China, and he's not. He's not from China, and he's. I guess he's Taiwanese, which is Chinese if you go far back enough. Like Taiwan is Chinese.
It all leads back to Africa.
Well, that I don't mean that far, but yes, you are right.
Go back to Africa.
Taiwan's
Andrew
basically
Yang.
Ghana at this point. No,
There's this little
Amazing.
Asian guy or
That's what I was
Chinese
gonna say.
guy, whatever he is.
Chinese people are Asian.
Asian guy or Chinese guy or whatever he is.
He should go back to China, wherever he came from. Andrew.
He looks fucked.
Yang.
He looks like he's like bloodshot eyes. Not as bloodshot as Joe Biden's earlier in the week, but still, like he looks a little drained here. Jesse
He looks
does.
like he's been training for bum fights.
How come he gets to tell people to go back to countries they weren't born in?
Because he tells people racist shit
He's
all
so
the time.
dumb. It is so
'Cause he's
fucked.
based. He's
This
based
is
and
a-
red-pilled.
Yeah, this is so weird because he's such a dumbass. These are the people that are like the voices of the right. You know, this guy's popular.
I
It's
don't feel
crazy.
comfortable
Oh, yeah,
talking
he's
about
really
a POC
fucking
like
popular,
this.
He does. One time someone asked him, they're like, why do you talk so retarded? And he's like, 'cause I'm black. Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, I just verified something. Taiwan, the official name of what we call Taiwan is called the Democratic Republic of China. It's the original. It's the government that existed in mainland China before the communists took over there, and they just moved there. It's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's a Democrat
Chinese
who's
aren't
running for
picking on it.
president.
Yeah.
See, you allow these people to come into our country, and they come in with their socialist, communist ideas.
Amazing.
See,
Amazing.
thank you, PT Ham. Yeah, I told you dumbasses like this were going to call him a communist because he wants to give the UBI.
Communist.
Yeah, it's communism.
For one, it's a stimulus.
It's not it's not socialism.
It's a stimulus.
It's a stimulus, sure.
But in their mind, the government gives people something for nothing. That is socialism. in their eyes.
All the Democrats want to give you is abortions and open borders. Damn.
This little guy, Asian guy, whatever he is,
Little
socialist
Asian guy.
Democrat, is running for president. Andrew Yang.
How did someone so inarticulate become a talk show host?
Honestly, I think whoever's
I
funding
feel like
this
it's his
is a
gimmick.
troll.
I feel like I could be on LSD or something and do a better job than him.
I feel
I
like
never
Tim
have
and
to
Eric
worry
are
about-
bankrolling
Wrap
this
this shit
entire
up.
show.
Like people fucking love it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I loved it. I mean, yeah, after Destiny was on, he attracted a very different audience than what he kind of had before. I remember back in the day, even TJ covering Jesse Lee Peterson back in like 2010 or something. So he's been around a long time.
His
you
debate
remember,
style of just constantly repeating the same thing hasn't really changed. Like he debated Jacqueline Glenn, I think, years ago. I vaguely remember. And it was almost the same as the way the Destiny one went down. Actually,
Yeah, you know, he interviewed one of Jacqueline Glenn's friends and got her to rage quit. It was pretty hilarious. It's so that one's out there.
Can we send this guy back to wherever he came from?
Where's he from? Like
I think
what
Jersey.
state? Jersey. Send him back to Jersey. I mean, does he realize you can't run for president unless you were born in the U.S.?
He doesn't recognize that because he said Obama didn't have his birth certificate multiple fucking times.
Send him back to China, Obama.
Send Obama back to China. Son of a bitch. Yeah, Andrew Yang was born in Schenectady, New York. So can we send him back to Schenectady?
Schenectady.
Can he
Is
go
it
back?
nice?
It's all right.
Yeah, I'm not even familiar with it.
Isn't there a movie called Schenectady, New York?
No, it's called Synecdoche, which is kind of a play on words.
Oh, how is it a play?
Because Synecdoche is not Schenectady. Synecdoche is kind of like a hole within a hole, like self-referential.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now I feel like a fucking idiot.
We're getting so intellectual now.
Oh, no. Where are they?
Indubitably.
I left them in the car.
And let
Damn
him
it.
go over there and give away free stuff. Why is he coming here to turn America to the place that he left?
Free stuff.
So I'm not too familiar with Andrew Yang. Like, I know who he is, and I know he's running for president. But like, what is the particular policy that Jesse is taking issue with here?
His main policy is that he wants to give every American 18 years or older in the United States $1,000 a month.
It's a universal basic income that you get.
Okay,
yeah. So
they do that in some European countries, I believe. Well, they test run it at least.
They do it in Alaska.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and so it's actually been done successfully, but people act like it's the craziest thing ever.
India does something like that, don't they?
Do they? With all those people? That's mind-blowing.
Yeah, there's hold on.
In India, they have a UBP. It's a universal basic poverty.
No, there's let's see. I had a source here.
I have a source.
Davos. Amitabh Kant, the CEO of the
Kant?
Adhar.
His name's Kant?
Kant, like, critique of pure reason. Yeah, they have 1.2 billion Indian residents in the world's largest biometric database. There's only been a couple of hiccups, but he said UBI theoretically would work easily.
Okay.
I didn't read it. That was
I've
useless.
been told that his parents are from Taiwan.
I've been told.
See, I told you people feed him information through that screen.
Yeah.
How do you think I got that bit?
He's just he's just a puppet. Jesse Lee Peterson is literally a puppet of a bunch of tech guys that just put his show together.
I really think that they find him hilarious, and they just do this like he's a puppeteer. They puppet his ass.
Yeah.
I'm sure that someone like Tim and Eric is funding him. Like, it's got to be like someone in on
Yeah,
the
because
joke.
it's a bunch of white guys that are my age that never really voice an opinion. I see when they are on. They're just kind of there being his tech guys, and he gets to say whatever the fuck he wants, and it's usually crazy.
So is he an anchor baby or something? What?
Is he an anchor baby or something?
Fresh off the boat.
Sick person, right? Beta Bell.
He likes to say that a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense either. What defines an alpha? Like, what really does? Is it just being able to kick people's ass? Because no matter
Jesse
how...
is an alpha. Look at this
roaring
monster. Like, it's
An
the
alpha?
sheer testosterone sort of like pouring from the screen right now.
An
It's
alpha
overwhelming.
is somebody who spits in the face of society's norms. Like, Jesse Peterson's like...
I thought that was a rebel.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Shit. Jesse Peterson's also a rebel.
An alpha is someone who goes into uncertain situations with absolute confidence in their own vision of how things should go. That's an alpha. And they also never talk about being an alpha. So I'm a beta as fuck.
Like Jared Genesis, right?
Like Jared Genesis, exactly. Yeah. Alpha as Get Out. That's why the kids love him.
Taiwan, wherever he
Everything
came
he
from.
said was exactly backwards.
All right, so...
He loved the kids.
Send him back where he comes from. So people watch it ironically, right? They don't watch it because they actually agree with what he says, right?
Jesse Lee Peterson?
I think some
no,
people
there
do.
are stupid people who believe like that he is the.
I've heard callers that agreed with him, but I thought they were just playing around. I thought it was just one huge joke.
I mean, I think it is one huge joke at a certain level, but there's so many dumb people out there that they will buy into everything.
He reminds me of a lower brow version of a guy who actually made the New York Times bestseller list a few times. His name was Larry Elders, another black guy. He called himself libertarian, but he was hard right on everything you can imagine. And he had a big kind of public access show for a while.
Yeah.
And it's kind of similar in style and tone to what this guy is. So I'm wondering if that's his predecessor. Not because they're both black. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that
I
they
thought
should go
they were
back
the
to
same
China.
guy for a minute there.
Should go back to China.
I thought Bill Cosby was in jail.
Yeah. So I guess, see, I've never had to worry about this. I guess this is male privilege. 14 women are suing Lyft over sexual assaults by Lyft drivers. And I've heard it happen with Uber too, but this is just a specific lawsuit against Lyft. I have literally gotten drunk and passed out in the back of an Uber and like woke up at home, you know, and I was not, or maybe I was assaulted. I just don't.
That's your privilege.
Should I sue them now?
I think so.
Yeah.
Just on the off chance, do it. You never know. No, wait 5 years and then do it. Without telling anyone about it prior.
Put that. I'll mark that in my calendar.
I had an Uber driver try and get me to get her cocaine in exchange for a blowjob, and then she started sending me nudes to my phone. It was very strange.
Well, how'd she get your phone number?
I mean,
well, there you go.
The blowjob, right?
Yeah.
It's becoming more and more apparent that Lyft can't be trusted to police themselves.
Kim says she was assaulted by a Lyft driver in December of last year.
Now, I know one problem that's happened.
Some money to donate to DP. I just wanted to say that I want to lick J Darky's butthole. Ripani man, sir. Just kidding, has a scammer.
Legacy A God, I have no idea what you just said, but what I do know
do.
is that you better be careful in that Uber, dude.
So
you better leave them girls alone.
There were Uber and Lyft there were people posing as Uber and Lyft drivers waiting for people standing there waiting to get picked up, and they would come and pretend to be it and would assault them. But I think these are actual Lyft employees that assaulted people. What a man, that is so fucked. That's so weird.
It's fucked. But it's not Lyft, right?
I mean, you're going to be held liable for what your employees do while they're on the job.
Sure.
Are they actually employees, though? Are they like independent contractors or some shit like that?
Yeah, I think they are technically contractors. I would have to double check that.
You still work.
So the whole gist of it is this class action suit comes against them, so they need more regulations. So now only it becomes more and more restrictive for people to get a job through Lyft.
Now only women and eunuchs can drive Lyft.
Exactly.
She reported the incident to Lyft, and the company said it would investigate.
Lyft never returned my calls and sent me 4 emails in a span of 9 months.
They replied, "Well, what were you wearing, though?"
Did you deserve it?
One of which
She did
was
sound like a jilted lover there. They never return my calls.
The customer service was like, "Were you being kind of cunty?" Huh?
automated response.
Even after the driver was convicted of battery, Kim says that Lyft refused to tell her whether he was still driving for the company. She's one of 14 women across the nation
Ohio,
who are suing Lyft for failing to protect them from assault and rape. According to the lawsuit, the company refuses to go after predatory drivers because that would hurt its bottom line. Quote, the more Lyft drivers and Lyft rides equals more money Lyft makes. Unfortunately, more careful screening and supervision would result in fewer drivers.
Right. Less regulations always helps your bottom line. So a lot of companies are like that. So they'll have to be forced by the law to regulate their drivers more tightly than they have been.
14 out of there's 48,000 rides per day, as per Lyft's website. I just read it.
That's crazy.
So only 14. That's not bad.
That's a
really
really
good
small
day.
percentage.
That's a good day.
Those are the ones that went to court.
That's not even a day, right? That's how many over the entire span of Lyft that have gone to court. So that's like we're talking 48,000.
Wow.
Lyft's been around for what, 5 years now?
Wow.
365 days times 48,000.
That's
times
an
five?
incredible number. It's astronomical.
Yeah. I'm surprised more women
Jeez.
have.
What? What are you saying?
What's going on? Are you farting?
No, I'm having an aneurysm.
I've got raped more frequently going in the mailbox. You know.
Yeah.
I was worried
US
about you
Postal
farting,
Service.
but if it's just an aneurysm, then whatever. Right?
Yeah. Let me wipe my ass.
And lower profits. They say when victims do report assaults to police, LYFT requires a subpoena or court order before they'll give even basic information about the driver.
Oh man, I just found out that the weatherman in Columbus, like on the Columbus news station, is in deep trouble.
Yeah, my friend
Yeah.
lives in Columbus, and she was posting that.
Yeah,
on,
yeah. Here,
Is he a Lyft driver that rapes somebody?
No, he's weatherman.
Yeah, he's the.
And we begin NBC4 Midday with breaking news. WBNS 10 TV meteorologist Mike Davis has been arrested.
I like how this guy who works for Channel 4 in Columbus gets to report on the Channel 10 meteorologist for having child porn.
His main competitor.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
We
You're
told
just
you that
joining
they
us.
weren't right over there at Channel 10.
For child pornography. He is facing a felony charge of pandering sexually oriented matter involving a minor. Law enforcement
He looks like
Donald Trump mixed with somebody else, right? There's a bit of Trump there.
a search warrant at Davis's Upper Arlington home.
You always do this. You always pretend like you have some kind of sixth sense that you can tell someone's bad, but you're looking at their fucking mugshot.
Look at how
dude.
asymmetrical his face is.
He just looks like he might do something illegal.
I could tell by the charges.
Yeah. This guy looks like he buys a Happy Meal and puts it on the end of a string and drags it across the
I
top.
know he has a sixth sense for this kind of thing. That's how he picks his friends.
Yeah.
Billy's like, you look like a shithead. Want to come over?
I said to myself, that Onision, he looks like a regular ass dude.
Yeah.
Early this morning,
Martin Shkreli, me, you have the worst taste in people.
He is scheduled to make his first court appearance tomorrow morning. According to his biography on 10 TV's website, Davis has been a meteorologist at WBNS since 1987.
Wow.
We have reached out to 10 TV management for comment, and we are awaiting a response. We will continue to gather information and, of course, bring you updates on this story on air.
What's worse, doing 30 years in prison or doing 30 years as a meteorologist?
And online at NBC4i.com. Turning now to our web.
So, the weather report for tomorrow is cloudy with a chance of CP.
Worst.
Damn.
Like, look at these.
The new team.
Look at these
You
guys
know they
here.
were complicit.
I'm gonna say maybe the guy on the far right is innocent, but the woman and the other dude, they're all
Total
in on it,
pederast,
dude.
Total pederast.
Yeah,
They Epstein the...
yeah, she's like the Epstein procurer.
Yep.
And the other guy is like his son who just like got grandfathered in, if you know what I'm saying.
I think they frequent Lyft too, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why she's wearing the pink Lyft outfit.
That's why I never watched Channel 10. I was like, yeah, I don't rape kids. Thanks,
Yeah.
though. And I just kept going down
I
to 4.
took the number 10
Every
off
time.
my remote control.
Yep.
I was like, it's not
I ripped off the 1 and the
10
0.
button right off.
Damn.
Yeah.
It wasn't
There's
gonna
no
happen.
10 button. There's a 1 and a 0.
I've actually talked seriously about banning the number 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the other news channels in Columbus should incorporate this into their ad campaign.
I had a girl ask me out the other night. I turned her down because she was a perfect 10.
Yep. Can't have those.
Can't have. That's how against 10 WNBS I am.
Not a pederast, thanks.
Nope.
Fuck Bo Derek.
I'm a sweet boy.
Bo Derek. Okay. Brodus Clay, the Funkosaurus. He's on Fox News all the time
He's a
now.
pundit.
That's so
What?
weird.
What? Really?
Yes. And here he is talking about the Second Amendment. The Funkosaurus himself is an expert on constitutional law.
What do you think about high-capacity weapons?
Look at what has
Oh, my God.
what has the world come to?
Nothing out of place there.
It's
Except that girl's yellow dress. God, that's loud.
Is that Kennedy there or Kennedy knockoff?
Oh, that's Kennedy, yeah.
Do you notice how they have equal hair color representation now on Fox News?
Yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah.
And that's part of the discussion right now. I'm just curious to know, since you grew up with guns too. I did too. I mean, I was in a military family and had a stalker, so I went out and learned how to shoot and owned a weapon.
My thing is this: the Second Amendment is there for a reason. I think anytime you start making restraints and changes and cuts, it opens the door for so many other things. So that's why
Slippery slope. That's what he's doing.
Slippery slope.
You can't make any changes at all because eventually there'll be so many changes and then they'll be coming for your guns.
Isn't the Second Amendment a change in itself?
It was.
Though?
Yeah, it's an amendment.
It's a fucking amendment.
It's the second one ever, though. It was a long time ago.
It was a very important one.
I'm
Made the top
It
three.
looks like it looks a bit like a fat Fred Durst here, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fred Worst.
Yeah.
Sensitive to it. If you take one thing away, if my military has it, if my government has it, and we get in.
So we're allowed to have drones, like military drones that can
arguing,
launch
yeah.
missiles.
That's
and
what he's
shit?
arguing.
That's so dumb. Okay, the military has nukes too, so I can have my own nukes.
That's what he's arguing.
Okay. Okay. That would be. You know how many fucking dumb people there are out there that could not be trusted with that sort of weaponry.
This is actually like this aligns with my thought on the Second Amendment. Everybody's trying to protect the Second Amendment, and it's like it's so ancient and archaic that it was put in place when everybody had muskets and fucking hay fever, right? It was people were still crossing Oregon Trail getting dysentery and shit, and
on an Apple II?
Yeah, on a fucking Apple II. And they're suggesting that having the Second Amendment right protects them against the right to form a militia government. And like, none of this stuff is going to hold up if the government decides to come attack you. Like, you're fucking done. Nobody's going to be able to take their pile of 9mm or 45s or 50 calibers and step up to a damn drone strike, right? You're not gonna win that one. So that argument that I have the right to defend myself and country, you're
That's
not.
why we need the drones, and that's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying. So I actually
before you brought this up,
yeah,
Billy texted me the worst thing I've ever read. Can I
read it?
Can I show you?
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god,
it's awful.
What is it?
This is what he said.
What does it say? I can't read it.
Donkey Kong votes right? ?
What does that mean?
It was a racial thing.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. That's Billy.
Yeah, that is him.
Never
That's
mind.
not Donkey Kong. That's Brodus Clay.
I'm gonna start calling you Kramer.
And I never texted that.
By the way, guys, if you're watching right now, please like the stream. Every time a bunch of people like the stream, a bunch of new people come in. And if you're on Twitter, retweet the stream link and all that great shit. Share the stream, guys. Thanks. All right, we'll watch some more of the Funkosaurus here. Well, he should have kept his dancers with him. What was it Cameron and Naomi?
And Naomi's married to one of the Usos,
Yeah,
though, so
yeah.
she ain't gonna hang out with him.
The
But
alcoholic
he might be
one,
able to get Cameron.
Yeah, yeah. He got he had a car stolen too in Toledo when they were doing SmackDown there. I was like, welcome to Toledo. He parked it, went in and did the event, came back out, and the car was gone. A rental car.
In a situation with all this division
Yep, it
and
really is.
supposed like one side will take over. I don't want to be in a Venezuela situation.
Yes.
To where I can't.
Who has the power?
Where I can't.
You realize
The Venezuelan government doesn't have nuclear weapons. I don't
Oh,
think.
that sounds like a conspiracy theory. I'm just being the devil's advocate here.
No, you're not. You're right.
And we haven't to this point.
The guns have the power.
Always.
It's true. I mean, that's one of the foundations
She
of
looks like a
our
canary.
democracy. But also, I look at San Francisco and I think they don't just
can't
disregard
believe
the
I used
Second
to watch her
Amendment.
on
They
MTV.
despise the Constitution.
Yeah, they despise the Constitution. I want to bring up an old news story for the next DP Action news story that we're going to cover here. It's hilarious. And I'd like, Billy, you can pick it up here. You'll notice something as you read.
The president of the company trying to open a strip club in Maumee briefly broke his silence with the media yesterday by saying he has no qualms with the manner in which police carried out a raid and closed his establishment Friday morning. Those people who came here have a job to do. I understand that. Jim Turner, president of Halo Ventures, told The Blade yesterday in the parking lot of his company's XO Club at Dussel Drive and Holland Road.
Yeah.
When asked if he was referring to Maumee police, he replied, yes. Mr. Turner would not respond to questions about the general dispute his company has with the city other than to say there is an obvious difference of opinion between parties involved.
So we're going to skip most of this. So basically, a guy tried to open a strip club. It was going to be like a bougie kind of strip club with like good food at it.
Good food?
Yeah. It was supposed to be like a high class strip club, but zoning, I don't know why he set it up without checking if he was zoned there to have a strip club, but he wasn't zoned. So the cops came and shut him down. So me and my friends hear about this on the news, and we decide to like show up and hold a protest outside of the strip club.
In favor of it?
Yeah, in favor of the strip club. And we had like old ladies giving us the finger.
David Sperling, 22 of Waterville, said many were affiliated with a local rock band called Sex Twister and knew each other as students at Bowling Green State University while they were attended Anthony Wayne High School. He said they were inspired to present an opposing viewpoint because they believe the business has been targeted unfairly. Mr. Sperling is a drummer and backup vocalist in the band. Jake Bonnet, the group's lead guitarist and vocalist, said he believes the morality of a few city officials is being imposed on the majority. Strip clubs are a lot more popular than people think, Mr. Bonnet, 22, also one of them said.
A little more popular.
Yeah.
A little more popular. Rally participants said the event went fairly smoothly with one exception of a passerby who threw water balloons at them. Police did little except remind the group to stay on the sidewalk, Mr. Bonnet said.
Yeah, and unfortunately, in 3 days it'll be 14 years since Jake passed away. He was the singer for Sex Twister, and I think he only lived to be like 24 years old.
God damn.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I don't know. People sent this stuff to me today, so I was like, I'm going to show this on the show.
Yeah.
So here's us. That's me on the right, on the far right, like with the hood and the hat.
Yeah.
That's me. And we even recruited some like homeless guys to help us. Like the two guys on the lower left were just like some homeless guys. We were like, hey, you want to help us protest? And the guy who owned the strip club bought us food, gave us free food and everything.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you get
the
free
one in the
lap
middle is
dances?
one of the strippers.
The guy on the right, that's Jake. Right
Support
there.
the performing arts.
Yeah, support the performing arts. Yeah, this is Jake. A lot of people wonder what he looks like. This is what Jake looked like.
Rest in peace, Jake.
Yeah, and here's someone said this is an old picture of me playing guitar.
That's a sex god right there.
I was so skinny.
You had the guns, man.
Yeah.
Springsteen arms.
Springsteen arms. Yeah. And since we got off on a tangent before we continue the news, I'm going to play this really quick here.
Hi, Billy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you guys support a person like Onision.
It doesn't mean you condone it, does
I
it?
believe you support that person.
I think you do.
Sick.
Hey, at least he
I heard
bleeped it
Onision's
out.
a really big fan of the number 10, you know?
Yeah? Yep.
I can't believe you support that.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
That's really
Channel
good.
10.
I mean, the grooming I can tolerate. But the N-word. Over and over.
This is crazy. An American woman got arrested in the Philippines for trying to smuggle a kid through the airport in a bag.
Fuck.
Yeah.
A 6-day-old baby boy was found by airline security personnel in an American woman's oversized sling bag. The Caucasian woman, who claims to be the baby's aunt, was about to fly out of the country to the
Is
U.S.
that Aunt Jackie from Roseanne?
It does kind of look like her.
However, when asked for the baby's documents, she failed to present any, not even a passport.
Yeah, sounds like human trafficking to me.
Immigration officials say the baby looks Filipino, which added to their suspicion. This airport CCTV video shows the woman going through security check. While she took out the baby at the X-ray counter, airport officials say she was able to slip past the airline check-in and immigration without declaring the baby. It was during the final check at the boarding area when security personnel discovered the baby, which prompted them to call the authorities' attention.
In the eyes it could have been worse. You could have like eaten the baby and then had to shit it out on the other side, you know?
That's what they do with cocaine, right?
Yeah, he would have been or she would have been a baby mule.
Yeah.
Of the law, meron ho siyang pagkukulang at intent na itago ho yung bata.
The government requires travel certifications for infants and minors or those below 18 years.
If the passenger doesn't have any document to support, there is a violation. It is, I think our lawyers told me that it's qualified human trafficking.
Yeah, human trafficking.
Violation na yun. It's a criminal offense.
The American is now...
The baby just forgot her passport.
Count that, motherfucker.
The custody of the National Bureau of Investigation.
Hi, Billy.
Talk to you quickly about what happened.
Not till my attorney.
The American embassy has yet to issue a statement about the matter. Immigration officials
the baby's
say...
The Benjamin Button kind of thing. It's her lover. And he forgot his passport at home.
Boy is safe. A doctor...
No, I think you miscounted, Spec. That can't be right.
Checked
you
him
fucked up.
immediately after...
You had
had
one job
10.
was to count how many times I say that word.
Damn.
That one that you just did was 14. And then you had 10 before that, so we're at 24. He's inflating your numbers, but I'm not.
Are now taking care of him. As the investigation on the incident continues, critics are quick to point out neglect in immigration procedures. Airport Management Chief Edmond Real says they may have to do an interagency review of the processes to prevent incidents like this from happening again.
That's just crazy. She either kidnapped a kid or bought it off of somebody. They said the kid was Filipino and she was totally white. So there's no way they were. I mean, I guess there's no way they were related, but I don't know.
It's unlikely.
I don't know. Yeah.
There's no white woman sleeping with a Filipino dude, am I right? They should just go back to China.
You can't say that, Joe Lee Peterson.
So I would say
Uncle Jesse Lee Peterson.
We're going to switch segments in a moment here. Feel free to read some of them Streamlabs.
Yeah.
The fridge with the Streamlabs.
Cunty Cat said, tell Sean that he needs to do his homework and wash his ass. Sean, do your homework and wash your ass.
Yeah, wash your ass.
The Locust God says, Billy's defense of pedophiles is the best trait about him.
That's a reference to, you remember
There's a callback.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you molested Onision on the couch.
I felt his dick.
How was it?
It was fine. He was half chubbed, but I think it was nervous dick.
Was it you? Do you think it was you? You had your shirt off. You were wearing your pajamas.
You know, I don't know if it was me. This is what I'm going to say, though. If it ever comes up in court, because, you know, he has a tendency to fall out with people and it goes to court, I'm going to say that he made me touch it. And I have video evidence.
Yeah, I think if you want to survive the impending onion apocalypse, just start saying everything that ever happened was his fault.
In the reverse, yeah. He made me put my hand on it.
Yeah, he made me be friends with him.
No, he didn't.
Onision made me be friends with him. He would buy me food. He would take me to movies.
Yeah.
He would do all types of shit to
He
make
would
me
make
be
you
his friend.
sign an NDA.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey.
If someone were to sign an NDA, they wouldn't be able to talk about it.
I never did. Certainly not.
Yeah, can't
That's
talk
not
about
a very
that.
friendly thing.
Can't talk about that.
No, that's what friends do.
Cunty Cat says Shrek was written by God. Know what I'm saying? P.T. Ham.
Sorry.
Gave us a big
thank
once and a
you.
voice of reason.
Thank you,
Amazing. Legacy of God again said, I've been Ubering and earned some money to donate to DP. Just want to say I want to lick the legs.
Lick the legs.
R.I.P. Annieman. Just kidding. I don't know what that says. Egghead Show says, Ben, check your Twitter. You'll be very happy. Zappity zap zap.
I did look it up. Egghead has ordered the shock collar, so Egghead will be on the show wearing a shock collar eventually.
Nice.
Spirit Flame says Billy is such a sweet boy. I don't know why Ben denies it. Billy needs to hug Ben to transfer sweet boy energy to him. Ben, do you need a sweet transfusion?
How can we say no to that?
You need a sweet boy transfusion?
I think that'd be sweet.
Can I give you a sweet boy transfusion?
No.
Billy should get a zap for being late to the show. I wasn't late to the show. I was here at
Ben, you always get jumpy when I hug you.
5 minutes before the show went live.
Whenever I try to hug you, you don't like it.
And Red Scare says that was probably the best Hi Billy ever, which I think...
It wasn't bad.
It was bad.
Mostly because of the N-word.
It was bad. It was bad. It was the worst Hi Billy ever. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, Egghead, thank you for buying a shock collar after 7 months of us waiting. Now, Now that you have one, we'll never have to wear one again. We'll just shock your little.
We'll have to have egg
ass.
tits.
Yeah.
Shock his ass every time a 9/11. Or should we do $20? I don't want Egghead to die.
I mean,
ouch.
We'll talk.
Sorry, Egghead.
Yeah.
I'm going to edit the video of you, though.
Any more Streamlabs?
No.
Okay.
No. I would like people to send more in.
I thought we got one a second ago, but you may have already read that.
That was
one.
the Spirit Flame one.
Okay, okay. All right. We will move to the next segment. Oh, we got Pimp Monk in the chat. Pimp Monk finally got to go back home.
Pimp Monk, welcome home.
Crazy people.
Once again, everyone, if you're just now watching, please like the stream. Please make sure you're still subscribed. I get tired of saying that, but it just works. So I have to keep saying it. And use the link in the description to download the Brave browser, because this is the last month where they're paying the same amount no matter what country you're from. Eventually, they're going to do tiers.
Brave browser?
And only the U.S. is the top tier.
The U.S. tier is higher, though, than before, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
So all the U.S. people that sign on will get more money for it.
Yeah. So it's true.
But if you come from
download the browser
Zimbabwe,
if you're not using it. I tell people all the time, because I fucking hate YouTube, that you can you don't have to pay YouTube for YouTube Premium. If you download the Brave browser on your mobile device, you can do everything that YouTube Premium charges for on your phone. So you can lock your screen and still hear the audio play, and it'll block ads and all that stuff. You don't have to give your money to YouTube.
It's a good browser.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
and if you live in Zimbabwe or somewhere lower,
Whatever. I'll take
on
your-
the lower tier,
I'll take your tier.
sign up now so
Yeah.
you get the $5. If you're from America, just maybe wait until next month where we get 2 bats extra.
Yeah.
Psych, do it all now. Watch us all the time
Yes.
on Brave browser.
On Brave browser.
Marry and reproduce. Obey, obey, obey.
You know, they Minx, did you see how Brave can tip your tweets?
I didn't. No, that sounds pretty cool though.
Yeah,
It's
if you go-
I really like it. I use it all the time now.
Yeah, I use it when Chrome messes up too. Like if I'm trying to do something with Chrome that just won't work, I know it'll work there each time. And I noticed the other day I went to Twitter on Brave and I noticed the other day doubling my voice. I noticed that they have the little bat symbol there, so you can actually tip bats to people through Twitter. It's the weirdest thing, but it works. I tried it out. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. And YouTube forced us to have to do all this extra stuff by fucking
YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on YouTube.
I think people would actually just listen to an entire episode if we just bashed YouTube the entire time. Yeah, probably.
I doubt it. They want to listen to us talk about cool, fun stuff.
Okay. Let's talk about this. You know what? Because Minx is on the show, I selected this video.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here it is.
The Lord said, shout it from the rooftops. The tares are hermaphrodites.
I've seen this video.
It's short, but I love it. I was just standing there on a hilltop like, the tares are hermaphrodites.
And I say this in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Jesus.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Gorilla 1990, the slayer of pagan green
The
men.
tares are hermaphrodites.
Okay. Why does that even matter? So they got both
The tares
sets.
are hermaphrodites.
And Jesus Christ is the Lord.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. I don't know about you guys, but I'm
The
on
tares
board.
are hermaphrodites.
He keeps doing it. I love the Green Man video.
Green Man
where-
Down is the greatest video on YouTube.
It is.
If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. I know you
Haven't
guys
seen it.
probably seen
I
it,
haven't
but
seen it.
it's amazing.
I'll play it again really quick. We've watched it before many times, but I love it.
Cool.
Let's see. Gorilla 199. Green.
He's so brave in this video. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know what he took on a pagan deity in his backyard with nothing more than a broom.
Really?
This is what a real alpha looks like.
I saw this.
Look at this pagan green man. Look at it.
I see him.
Look at it.
I see him.
Why is the pagan green man barking?
He's trying to lure. He's trying to lure Gorilla in with like it's like a siren call.
With come hither dog barks? The green man
Yeah.
is fucking psycho.
I love this. Here he comes.
Proud to be
He's gonna
American.
kick. He's gonna kick the shit out of him.
I just imagine his like wife like filming this just like just dripping wet as well. She's obviously really excited that this is about to happen.
Man runs up to you in his fucking Levi 501s, shirt off, broomstick in hand. You're clenching your butt cheeks.
I think the green man wins, doesn't he?
We'll see. This is pure alpha right here, right? This
Yeah.
defines what an alpha male
Yeah,
is.
for sure.
We can say it.
He's a Chad. He's a Chad.
No!
No.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my god. Oh my god.
The great Bambino.
That's
over
had
here.
enough.
Oh,
Jesus.
Christ.
I mean,
He grabbed the broom.
I'm a fucking dyke and I'm getting a little bit wet right now. So God knows what anyone else actually was there was experiencing.
I'm a fucking dyke too, and ditto.
I'd be a liar if I didn't say I have a half a chub. God damn it.
He should break the broom in half like afterwards for added effect, but he doesn't.
I think the green man wants some more.
Someone should have showed the bushes like exploding as he walked away. For our struggle is not against the flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms.
Exactly.
I love Ephesians.
This is like classic.
The horse is prepared for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to the Lord. Oh, who's bending over? Where's the broomstick at?
Yeah.
Since
He
you
makes great
disregard
videos. Like,
all
I
my-
miss his videos. Like I missed the whole saga where people said his wife's tattoo was like satanic, and he like eventually agreed with them and tried to get rid of it, and all that was a brilliant.
Cut her
that
arm
was
off?
quality content. That was.
Qual.
Do you think it was trolls that did that, or do you think it was people who actually?
It was probably troll. Like he was probably trolls. Like I don't know. He was like it was like sort of peak sort of Christian atheist feuding time on YouTube. It was it was back in the day. And then he went to court, didn't he? Because he was like pirating DVDs and selling them.
Yeah, he was selling bootleg DVDs, and then he faked his own death for a little while. He was gone for over a year at least. But yeah, he's been inactive for about a month or two now. The hermaphrodite video was his second to last video on his channel. So, but I miss Gorilla. I miss all those times. I try to get G-Man to come back more often, but he's unresponsive these days.
I'm not a huge fan of G-Man. I think we all know that.
You love him.
You love him.
I love I love Gary.
Are you racist?
I love Gary.
Okay.
Ridgeway, G-Man's arch nemesis.
Oh, I love. This is one of my new
Gary
favorite crazies. Check this out.
Hi, friends. In Planet Earth Dating, it's Tuesday, August 13th, 2019. In both the Lynn Life and the Jamie Body Mind, the authorized souls remain only child souls from the deeper, denser dimensions, and all other souls from all other dimensions, as long as the souls are already living by the many rules already given to the search for truth community by wiser minds above all of us. And we acknowledge that the souls don't listen to that, but if we don't say that, then we all...
I wish they didn't shave their pits and they just had like big time pit hair.
Don King in a headlock.
Yeah. I wish it was like that.
Do you guys see that fern back there? It's about to kick the shit out of that woman on the left.
Holy shit. Green Man's back.
Oh, shit.
doing our part.
I swear, I'd start with a shrubbery. That guy went right for a tree.
See, the woman on this is a mother and daughter, and they're like energy healers or something. But basically, the woman on the right does most of the talking, and every now and then, the woman on the left just goes, "It's true."
It's true.
And on a rare occasion, she will disagree, which is crazy when it happens.
Well, it's the same dynamic me and you have, Ben.
I guess so.
When I'm on the show. I'm an echo chamber.
Yeah.
Just doing this the whole time.
Ben's like, Joe's a bleeding fucking asshole.
There are a number of guardian angels gathered here today, and they seem to be personal
Then a fucking
guardian
shrub strangles me from
angels
behind.
for presences whom they believe will be watching this video.
That's true.
Here on Ground Zero Planet Earth via
that's true.
YouTube.
That's true.
It is true.
And they're really trying to reach their own individual charges, and they feel desperate. All of them feel very desperate, as if the time is up and now is the time, and their person still hasn't checked in.
That's true.
And someone up there.
Ketamine, the girl on the left. She's got like ketamine, like horse tranquilizer eyes. You know what I mean?
Yes, you're right. I remember the first time I ever met someone on ketamine, and his eyes were really big and twitchy. His eyes twitched.
It's just fucking like that. Like, it is exactly like that.
Yeah. I think she does weird energy healing to horses and that sort of thing. And
so did Mr. Hands.
Jeff Holiday has a huge crush on this girl
with good reason.
The one
He's
with
into
the
weirdos.
with the short hair.
Oh, like the
one on the
like,
left.
exposing quack
I don't
stuff,
get
yeah.
it.
Like,
I don't get it.
Yeah.
You don't. You're more attracted to the Remo Williams character.
Yeah. I don't need somebody just telling me it's true.
It's true.
Every 20 minutes.
That's true. There is making the point that anyone who can see this video in this dimension of Ground Zero Planet
Shit,
Earth
we're in the wrong
quite
fucking
obviously
dimension.
has internet
That's why this looks so
access.
weird to us.
Damn
And
it.
if you have internet access, then you have the ability to research the current situation here on Ground Zero Planet Earth.
That's true.
That's true.
Well, she's not even saying it when it's apropos. She has one job to do. Say it's true when something new is presented, but she's in the middle of talking.
The best moment is when she disagrees with her mom. That's not true.
Yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
I
You
want
crazy
Kurt Angle
skank.
to do a run-in and be like, "That's my catchphrase, bitch."
It's true. It's true.
In another dimension, they're very popular on YouTube.
Yeah, they're the
Very.
Logan Paul and
Yeah.
Jake Paul.
They make a lot of sense.
And
Dimension
if you
438.
are researching it with an actual curiosity and looking at the scientific studies and the outcomes, you will come to the conclusion, as many others have, that we are in the end times on
The interdimensional microphone is live for a chorus of guardian angels responsible for viewers on planet Earth.
I hear the angels.
It's true.
this planet, and whether that means 2 years or 10 years. It's true.
When she disagrees, does a woman just like backhand her instantly, just like round the
With
face?
her eyes, you can tell she gets frustrated when she's disagreed with. And when it happens, it's like magic. I love it.
I know. I want more videos of them disagreeing.
Open question, but the phrase is baked
Do they do, like,
into
retreats
the
or
system.
something? Like, can we go to a-
There's
It's
already
true,
enough
that's true.
carbon.
Are you going to hit on her?
No, I'm going to learn from her.
I'm going
Yeah.
to the retreat. I don't care what it costs.
I would come over and
We're
do
going
that
to the retreat. We
100%.
got to find out.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to make one of the nature channel that just comments on their channels like over and over.
Yeah.
And
These-
then we're going to become friends.
These people are known as the Angelic Initiative.
Mm-hmm. Of course they are.
The Angelic Initiative. Yeah, it's true.
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere already baked into the system to cause at least a 10 degree
A fly just landed on her face.
Fahrenheit temperature increase, possibly an 18 degrees, somewhere between 10 and 18 degrees increase. And that's in Fahrenheit because 75% of our viewers think in Fahrenheit.
That's true.
That's true.
It's true. No, it's 72%. 72.
That's true.
And life on Earth isn't adapted to that, and it's going to happen.
Yeah, if we went on their retreat, at the very least, we'd all have much more fit arm muscles, shoulder muscles. Yeah,
That's true.
Quickly.
That's true.
And all the scientific data points to faster and faster and faster projections, and that if we're not carbon neutral by 2025, if we're not carbon neutral by 2025, then there doesn't seem to be any way.
She's looking into my eyes. She's looking into my eyes. Oh my God. She's looking into my fucking eyes. I can't.
Oh my God.
Are you in love?
No, I'm scared.
It's true.
She can see my truth.
Of avoiding the worst case
You probably watch out.
scenarios. And again, we refer you to this phrase. Somebody's saying, again, we refer you to this phrase, baked into the system. And there's already enough carbon in the atmosphere right now to cause this spike in temperatures. And that our systems aren't adapted to that.
I'm joining this cult. It's
I know.
starting to make a lot of sense.
I want in.
I'm not even mocking it anymore. I'm very easy to brainwash.
Yeah.
Remarkably easy.
Yeah. Now that we don't have Onision to follow, like,
it's true.
We need this girl.
I love it. I loved it when we watched the old Dracula movie from the 30s, and you just kept saying that Dracula, Bela Lugosi, reminded you of Onision.
Yeah.
Now, I am the Count.
It's true.
It's true.
So the food crops aren't adapted to that.
That's true.
And we're dead.
It's magical when she does it.
Bela Lugosi was a pedophile? What?
Oh, maybe.
No. No, he wasn't.
Desertifying
He was a heroin addict.
It's
Yeah,
true.
he was.
Yeah.
the planet. Somebody still is talking, what they're doing is setting the framework, and then they're going to make a pitch. It's kind of how it feels.
That's
like
what
they're
that feels like.
setting the framework, and then they're going to make a pitch. The guardian angels.
Yeah.
And these.
Why do they have to do this though? I don't get it.
Because it's true.
Okay.
They're connecting into the other realm, the angelic realm.
Yeah.
This
are
is crossing over.
guardian
Do you feel
angels
it?
affiliated with individual viewers, and they're saying to
I wonder when her mom dies, when she'll take over the talking, and she'll have like a daughter of hers that will.
I don't know.
Are they mother and daughter? Or
Yes.
we just assume we're sure
They
of that?
are mother and daughter. Yeah.
They're angelic
she's gonna-
interdimensional beings.
They look similar too. They look like they could be related.
Oh God, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
If I'm not so into her, if she's gonna end up looking like
They're
that
transcendental elementals that have come to this place, Ground Zero, planet Earth, to minister to us.
She's always dressed like she's about to exercise or something.
It's
thing.
true.
I think this is exorcism.
Oh.
Yeah,
Viewers
it's a form of exercise.
You're supposed to be watching these videos start to finish. Don't bop in for 2 minutes.
Your videos are long as fuck, and I'm about to skip the rest of it. Look how long
don't,
this is.
Don't bop in for 2 minutes, Ben.
No, thank you.
And then bop out again.
You don't
look like
understand.
a squirrel, and it doesn't make
You're
you
only
look good.
robbing
And now the
yourself by
pitch is
bopping.
coming. They're saying, listen, a sorting is coming. A sorting is coming.
A sorting is coming. The great sorting is
Somebody
here.
else-
Is this sorting up there that they're jerking off?
If you feel it,
You don't get it.
he will come.
Sorting is coming.
Some of the angels are taller than others, and you have to caress them.
Yeah, the fucking Nephilim dicks are up over your
The
shoulder.
Nephilim dicks.
You gotta
There's a
reach
great
up high to get
sorting.
those Nephilim dicks.
This is saying it's been in process for quite some time now.
I hear them.
And
I hear that. I hear that.
Her eyes got so big there.
Do we have any of this girl when she's not in like a trance?
I don't know.
'Cause
It's
I assume
true.
this is all her in trance mode.
I'm unpacking this as slow as possible, but there are over 1,000 videos.
Oh my dude.
Holy shit!
This
There's
is,
got to be some crazier stuff than this.
We have
Yeah.
to have a. Where do they live? Because we have to have a
This
meetup.
is
and invite
episode
them.
1073.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
The best episode.
Yeah.
I think we need to watch them all in order.
I thought we had a lot of episodes, but we're not even close.
And the sorting is occurring now. There are those with whom the godly presences feel quite complete.
godly
They don't want to
bros?
have anything to do with them.
Was she the
They
one
can go
that
into the factory
TVC Mario
farms.
hit up for the gangbang? Is this what she's doing? Is she reaching up for the godly bros? Give them the J.O. sesh?
It's
Yeah.
true.
It's true. I'm going to make it rain TVC jism on my head. It's
Minx,
true.
did you ever see what happened to the vigilant Christian Mario?
No, I mean, again, I'm aware of him and the Godly Bros, but what was the final outcome of the
So Basically, Mario got catfished a bunch of times, and he was sending. Not only was he sending dick pics of himself, but for some reason he had dick pics of his buddies too, and he was sending those to people. Yeah, it's true. And he was trying to arrange like gangbang orgy things with people he met on the internet. And he ended up doing this full confession video where he, surprise, cried his eyes out.
That was like a pattern for him anyway, right? Crying his fucking eyes out all the time.
Yeah, and he talked about how he was addicted to sending nudes and getting nudes, and he admitted that he did a lot of coke. He bought hookers, and he admitted that he did have gay impulses too.
It's true.
He admitted that too. I mean, This is amazing. I applaud his honesty, but I don't think he should feel ashamed for any of those things.
It's true.
I don't think any of it. Like, he wants to do drugs. He wants to get hookers. He wants to suck dick. I'm fine with that. He wants to have orgies.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Go ahead.
It's just that he was so opposed to that in his initial message. That's hypocritical.
True.
What you got to do, like, if you're gonna send nudes, the best way of getting around it in case they get inevitably when they get leaked, you just if you take a picture of his dick, just draw a little smiley face on it. Then you can make light of it later on. You know what I mean? Just add a little smile to the penis. Add little face around a vagina, or use a nipple as a nose. Anything like that just makes it a little bit funnier. And then whenever it leaks, you can just laugh at it. You know?
When my dick pic leaks, nobody will be laughing.
You tried to force me to look at your dick pic. You're like, it's funny. Wait, look at it.
That one was funny. Yeah.
I got me too'd. He always me toos me. I was trapped in an elevator for over an hour with him, and he propositioned me.
I'm a white male.
It's true.
Hey, actually, you're the white male, and I am 1% sub-Saharan African. And 1.1% Ashkenazi Jew.
It's true.
I'll have you know. So stop oppressing me, whitey. You fucking cracker. Tired of this shit.
I was molested by Billy the Fridge.
It's true.
Believe all victims. Believe all victims.
All victims.
Here's someone we haven't played on the show in a long time.
It's true.
Mr. Jim Baker.
Basically everybody except 3 people that I know of said that Donald Trump could not be elected. They said all the polls say he will not be elected. How come he was elected?
It's true.
Because God's people voted. And the world knows it.
That's right.
The enemies of the gospel know it. And I want to tell you what. Woo! I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say, but I'm going to.
This is fucked up. No good statement ever starts off this way.
I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say.
He's about to say the M word, because that'd be funny.
No, but that would be hilarious. That would have been the first video we played today, if that was the case. No, he's going to say that if Trump doesn't get reelected, that people are just going to start getting killed by God, is what he's about to say.
Say it anyhow.
It's true.
Oh, boy.
Because what's coming next, if we keep losing, you're going to see the leaders of the church and the leaders of the gospel and the political conservative leaders that are powerful, you're going to see them suddenly die.
Amen.
Suddenly killed. Suddenly as they were driving, suddenly as they were in a boat, suddenly in an airplane. You're going to see one after. God spoke to me this years ago what would happen near the end.
God is a mob
and I believe
boss.
we're in that time. They're so desperate. This is life and death. This is the hatred of murder is in the country.
By the way, guys in the chat, there's no such thing as spoiling a video on this show, because on this show we watch videos and talk about them. So we're not just gonna like sit here and watch the whole video and then talk about it.
That wouldn't make sense.
No. No, fuck that.
What we're going to do is we're going to tell you exactly what's in the video, and then we're going to watch the video,
Hey.
And then we're going to play the next
I don't
video.
like what's going on here.
What?
I think we should hug.
No, Ben said he wouldn't hug me.
Nope.
He came in, first thing he said was Onision, then he started playing the M-word for me.
He hugged me when I came in the door.
He's fucking with me. He's fucking with me.
It's true.
It's true. You guys should make more hillbillies using the "It's True" meme.
It's true. Okay, here's some more Nick Fuentes. Your favorite, Billy. Your favorite.
Yeah, for him to disavow white supremacy is very cucked and blue-pilled.
I don't know why
You
it's...
know, totally wrong. And a
It's a
big
great
mistake.
freeze frame.
I get, there's a lot
I don't know why it's frozen. It shouldn't be, but whatever.
pressure on him right now.
That's
There's
how
a
he
lot
talks.
of calls for him to disavow the stuff, even from his own side. These people like
The dude forgot to
what's
put
this
his
guy,
hand up his
Scott,
ass.
Tim Scott, who earlier today was like, white nationalism is antithetical to the American creed. But what do you know about the American creed? And Dinesh D'Souza, President Trump should make a speech talking about the roots of white nationalism and white supremacy. When the fuck did you get here? 1990?
Yeah, so how does he get to stay? I was asking this the other day.
What was it?
I see people get banned.
People in his space were banned, right? Like James Allsup and stuff like that.
I
got
see
banned.
people get banned for hate speech that is up to interpretation, but this is outright hate speech. I'm not in favor of anybody getting banned, honestly.
Yeah.
But if they're gonna ban other people for doing something that may or may not be hate speech, why don't they ban actual hate speech?
Maybe he hasn't been targeted by the left.
He gets
media
like
yet,
4,000 or 5,000 live viewers
but
when
he
he
might
streams.
still be under the radar, and he hasn't been. Has he had a hit piece released by fucking Doxer, Mixer, or whatever the fuck things are called? Voxer or whatever?
Voxer.
Gawker, whatever.
Mixer?
Doxer or Mixer?
Yeah, Mixer, Ninja.
On Donner and Blitzer. Donner and Blitzer.
You were doing reindeer there for a
Those
second.
SJW fucking media sites always dox these people, then they get slowly removed. they do the hit pieces on them.
Yeah, Cupid and all them.
Dinesh D'Souza. I'm sorry, anybody sounding like Dinesh D'Souza signed the Constitution of the United States or the Declaration of Independence? I don't remember that. I remember Dinesh D'Souza got Sam Francis's career destroyed because he's a fucking liar. Sorry for the language, but really, Dinesh D'Souza is going to roll up to our shore from India, from smelly, open defecation India, and he's
He just called them street shitters.
going to tell us that
What a sicko.
Robert E. Lee was a racist and our ancestors were villains, as long as they were Democrats, So Dinesh D'Souza can go to hell. And all these people can. So I understand that President Trump is under a lot of pressure. Whew, a little hot. He's under a little bit of a gamer moment there. Kid 2000 says it's very refreshing to see some people stay consistent and not take a self-defeating defensive position. Much appreciated. Keep it up. Well, thanks. Yeah, we just can't do that. We can't play this game of I disavow white supremacy. And notice how the claws come out.
Why? It's not a game. We're to play the game of who decides to disavow white supremacy.
Yeah. It's hard for me to focus on him when he's not twinking around, doing his little moves.
Yeah.
He's been holding that pose far too long.
Yeah, the video just downloaded
it's
weird.
awkward.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like, and I just sit here and watch
this
him.
isn't how the video is normally. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll just play something else.
Yeah, goodbye, Nick Fuentes, you little beast.
Nick Fuentes.
Hurricane Dorian and American Decency rallies.
Hello, everybody. Wild Bill for America here, enjoying the last few hours in the bunker before I have to cut and run from Hurricane Dorian. Yeah, I like the bunker.
This is hilarious what he says right here.
As a man cave, it has served well to protect me from husband hunting women.
He's glad he has a bunker to hide from husband hunting women.
Last thing he needs is a woman in his life get in the way of all the dudes he blows.
Yeah.
Although there is one out there who could probably get me to cash in my chips, but she's not even in the same state.
But she's not even the same gender
Oh,
as
he's
all the
throwing
other
it out
guys.
there.
God.
He's
Who
laying
was
the
it?
groundwork.
He knows
Is it
she
Blair White?
watches. He
Is
knows
it Blair
she
White?
watches, so he's
There's
doing
this
that
cute
whole thing
chick
for.
named Blair. I watch her videos.
Yeah.
I like her. Saw her wearing a MAGA hat once.
It's even worse. She's got no instinct. It's for one fan that watches his show, and he's giving a shout out to her indirectly. It's gross.
Yeah.
And we all have to hear that.
I do this all the time on Drunken Peasants. You know I do.
Yeah. It's gross, and I disavow it if it weren't for one very special lady.
Yeah, the bunker is just not built to survive a Category 5 hurricane.
It's me and Joe looking at each other.
2 blocks from the river, so you never know. My bug-out bag is packed, got a full tank of gas. My only concern is if I will still have a home when I return.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to live in a place where hurricanes happen regularly. No thanks.
Look, if you do live in a place where hurricanes happen regularly, chances are there's going to be a character named Florida Man created from that place that will constantly be in headlines for doing the weirdest, craziest shit.
Like staying when they evacuate?
Yeah, of course the fucking area where hurricanes are thriving every year is going to be the area where Florida Man is from.
Florida Man caused the hurricane.
Yeah, Florida. They had one
because he
recently.
didn't vote Trump.
But they recently had one that said Florida Man like praise away hurricane or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he was taking claim for the hurricane not hitting the land.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Baker and what's his name? Oh, God. I can't remember his name right now. Another evangelist guy, Pat Robertson.
Pat Rob.
Yeah.
My little home isn't
They always
much,
do
but it
that.
is home, so I would appreciate your prayers specifically for that it'll still be here when the storm is over.
Okay.
Now, my new gig is serving as chaplain for the Daytona Beach Faith Riders chapter.
Is that really your job? For like you're a chaplain for a motorcycle club?
Well, you know he's retired, right? This is all over the top income.
And during this hurricane, I will be looking for opportunities to minister and encourage as many people as possible. So, to tell the truth, I like a good storm. It reminds us of who's in charge. And there are a lot of people out there who need to be reminded
Who's
once
in
in a while
charge
that
of the
God is
people that
God
didn't vote
and
for
they
Trump?
are not. Now, I may be offline for a few days, but I want you all to be thinking about American decency rallies. I want these things to be just like the old Tea Party.
This fucking asshole is like, it reminds you who's in charge. The rich people that can afford to buy water and fucking ramen noodles, and they'll live through the storm. But you poor fuckers that didn't prepare, go vote for Hillary next year.
I go to the casino and vote for the House all the time.
Rallies, but they will be specifically designed to push back against the moral filth and corruption that is sweeping our nation. We need to come together as Americans to celebrate all that is good and pure and decent and righteous in the USA. And we need to do it so loud that the entire country will hear us. You all have been clamoring for a way to push back against the craziness that has been dragging this nation down into the sewers of liberalism. Well, I think the American decency rallies will be the way to do it.
He's like,
let's lift up the magnificent Christian heritage.
He's reminiscent of the Tea Party days 10 years ago, so he's trying to bring that back, but...
I hope he doesn't drown.
I started seeing the Boogie died meme, but it was Boogie died in the hurricane.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's prophetic.
Because didn't it hit Arkansas or whatever?
It might have made its way over to Arkansas.
I think it did.
Well, he didn't vote Trump, so, it might happen.
I wish he would have voted Trump. He'd be safe right now. Shucks.
What else?
How come hurricanes never hit this West Coast blue state wall?
That's what we need. We need to build a wall to keep the hurricanes out.
There we go. They've been coming into our country, messing things up for too long.
This wall's going to keep the hurricanes and the Cubans out.
Hurricanes took my job.
He took my job in my house. Yeah.
So, you know the one guy, the weird guy that we watched that kind of looks like Thanos?
Yeah.
Josh Brolin.
He made a video about Boogie, and here it
he
is.
fucking
And I
did.
found out this guy's from Ohio, too, which is kind of funny.
That's interesting.
Yeah. All the great people on Earth are from Ohio. I agree.
Three scoots, $29.88.
Well, the trolls and harassers are better than the rapists.
Are you kidding me? What world do you live in, you fucking blob? You look like a fucking bowl of ice cream fucking melting on a hot fucking summer day on a bench in Kukalak. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're a fucking moron. I think you literally are a fucking dumbass.
I say things without thinking.
Yeah, you're damn right, you fucking slump. You literally, everyone's thinking you lost weight. And then, by the way, they say, oh, this motherfucker had to go get a fucking surgery, I remind you. He didn't lose weight. Medical science did it for him because he's too goddamn lazy. Anything that takes...
I mean, you can still overeat even when you get that surgery.
Yeah, if anybody like I didn't get the surgery because I saw how hard the surgery was for him to get, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm just gonna diet and eat right. This surgery is a fucking.
I've lost nearly 100 pounds.
Yeah, it's like saying you don't do.
Surgery.
I'm sorry, Minx.
You're gonna
That's
still
right.
have the surgery?
Yeah, I've gone from 400 down to almost 300 now over the course of the last 12 months, and
Yeah.
I'm still probably going to have the surgery. I've decided. Just, I actually have spoke to Boogie about it myself, and like I had a chat with him on DMs and stuff on Twitter, and
Yeah.
while I understand there's obviously lots of risks involved, I think it's just I want to make sure that I don't put the weight back on, and while it isn't, you can still overeat, obviously, and there's still lots of problems that can occur. I just want to. I guess give myself the best chance in this instance, and I want to try and get down to another 100 pounds or so. So
Have you noticed that Boogie is held to different standards than pretty much anyone else on Earth?
I've noticed that a lot of people still call Boogie super fat when he's lost a ton of weight, clearly lost a ton of weight. Yet everyone still talks like he weighs 600 pounds or something. You know what I mean? They do all the time.
I've seen people tell him that his older teeth were better, but there are pictures of his entire mouth and all of his bottom teeth were rotted out and falling out. And
They were disgusting. That's how bad his new teeth are. That's what they're trying to say.
I think this is what it was. Before, people felt bad for Boogie because he was so fat and disgusting, and he had the gross ass teeth, and he just looked like a big piece of shit that was going to sit in a fucking cart all the time. And now that he's getting out and he's banging these fucking hot young
It's
sugar
not jealousy.
babies.
It's not
These
jealousy.
sugar babies got this brand new asshole eating teeth. Those teeth can munch through the hottest asses you've ever seen. And he's going to Disneyland 4 or 5 times a year because he's balling the fuck out of control. People are jealous. People
It's
are hating.
because he holds himself to an impossible standard. He called himself the Mr. Rogers of the internet.
He didn't call himself that.
Yes, he
said
did.
people refer to him as the Mr. Rogers.
Well, no,
of the
that's like when you were the Westboro Baptist Church. And you
Mr.
were
Rogers is an almost impossible standard to live up to.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it was terrible that he even repeated that thing from his fans, and it was a humble brag. He's like, a lot of people are calling me that.
Oh, here
I'm
we
not
go.
That guy.
Here's a topic we can debate.
Listen, I don't like Boogie at all, and not only because he stole you from me. All right?
Wow.
That has very little to do with it.
You know what, Joe? You kind of have a point. Billy was supposed to come home at a certain time, but for some reason, he decided not only to drive to California and back, making him have to stay an extra day and miss a DP episode, but he did it to fit around Boogie's schedule.
You don't need to tell me. I didn't get to wipe my ass for 9 days.
Why?
Billy does it for me. Anyway.
Yeah, I stayed an extra day in LA to go to Disneyland, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Listen, I don't like this Boogie character,
wonderful.
but
I had
I
a
do
turkey
love
leg at Disneyland. It was
playing
wonderful.
Boogie Bingo. For those of you following along at home, Boogie Bingo is a great game. Great game.
Oh my god!
Now, I didn't make that. That would be
What
obsessive.
are some of the squares on there?
Threatened suicide, lying, then backpedaling when getting called out, YouTube's algorithm. I want a free copy of blank game. So if anybody could, that'd be great. Just an innocent guy here trying to make video. Fuck you, you fat fuck. Pointless Twitter rant. Hot take here, everybody. Hot take here, everybody. Love ya. Heart. Fence sitting. Typos. Virtue signaling. Shows teeth again. Blame shifting. My
you
true
know
fans.
someone that really, really hates Boogie made this.
Yeah.
Like, they took the time.
I know I did.
The fact
my true fans jumping on bandwagon. I'm working on my diet. Fell off again. Working on nothing. I can't believe you defended that too. I didn't get it because I was afraid of the surgery. No, you have discipline. It's
We
like
had a
saying
guy-
the only reason I didn't take steroids because I'm afraid of needles. No, he took the easy fucking way
We
out.
had a guy come on our show that we know, come on our show, and Billy had to explain to him how you buy a car. Like, how a car is bought. It was interesting.
Because they were saying because he made a down payment of $2,500 and called it purchasing that somehow didn't make it a purchase.
Right,
Yeah. Well, that's
right.
stupid. And I'm saying he's a joke of a man. He needs to talk about the
That's
horse.
all right.
He needs to talk about the horse he fucks.
Why not?
Because I feel lonely being the only one who talks about it in public.
Joe does love his whores.
Mental breakdown, anxiety, or panic attacks. That's the worst too. How weak do you have to be to have panic attacks? I'm doing better. Seriously. After every 12 minutes, trying to tweet less. I can handle the hate. Just kidding. I can't handle the hate. I support LGBT plus. Well, I don't know why that's bad. Thirst tweeting. He does that all the time too. Tell him about the thing that he did, that he posted. Go on, put him on blast.
Did you win the bingo?
I win every fucking day. He does this every fucking day.
Oh.
It's Groundhog's Day, but with faggots.
Oh my God.
He sucks.
He's a sweet boy. He's a very sweet boy.
I kind of like Boogie. I was just kidding.
I love him.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
That was really good.
Quick reminder to everyone. Post show tonight is free for all on Twitch. And there's a link in the description. Also, we have a Discord server if you want to join it. If you join it during the show and you have a cool profile image, I might pull it up on the screen towards the end here. So think about that. There's a link in the description if you want to join our Discord. I've been popping into the Discord way more than usual, so you might see me in there. You might see Billy in there.
Let's hear more about what this guy has to say about Boogie.
Okay.
I'd rather challenge him than Joe.
It's an effort this slob won't do. And yet he wants to say that these people that harass him are better off than rapists. And now he's saying, I was a rapist survivor. Motherfucker, no one even knows what the fuck you say is any validity. You're a fucking ass. People, this clown makes videos that 7 to 10-year-olds find entertaining. He does some stupid character. He starts waving, flailing his arms around. And then, you know what? Boogie, I want you to just picture something right now. Sit down on the chair. I know you're watching this, dude. Look down at the layer and layer and layer and layer of blob just sitting there. What are you going to do with that? Are you going to have another surgery to remove it? Because God knows if it takes effort, you can't do it.
He's so evil. You see that smile on his face? God, he's so evil.
The amount of work that goes
Stefan
into losing,
Molyneux.
the amount of work that goes into losing that weight with or without a surgery is probably more work than this guy puts in every day.
I'm pretty sure this dude works at Walmart, and that's not a joke.
This guy's awesome. He's actually from his bathroom live casting that. Those are shower curtains on the right.
You know, this is the old wallpaper at Subway.
I used to have the
Is
old
it?
wallpaper
Nah.
on my childhood home.
It used to look like newspapers.
I know you're watching this right now.
old
It
maps.
makes you so fucking mad. You're a fucking dumbass. Too bad YouTube actually existed. I wish YouTube never happened.
Why are you on it?
Anyway,
This guy wishes he had a
Fat boy.
modicum of success on YouTube.
look at me. Look at me.
The best bit.
Look at me, fat
Look
boy.
at me.
Look at me, fat boy.
I never did anything worthy of success on YouTube, but I'm still trying every day and uploading.
I'm
grasping
subbed.
at straws.
I don't know. I subbed. I subbed to him.
Look at me, Boogie. I'm jumping
It's
on the
about time somebody
bandwagon
said
of
it.
people hating you. Because maybe I'll get a couple extra views.
Look me in the eyes, fat boy.
And I'll call you fat.
226 pounds
Because I'm a
of solid
bully.
muscle.
Holy shit.
226 pounds of solid muscle.
I didn't have to have a surgery.
This is
You know what I
another
did?
alpha. Oh my god.
Yeah. Alpha Jared.
And I stopped drinking Gatorade. Kind of easy. But I work out. I do about 300, 400 push-ups every other day.
Every
When's
other
the last
day.
time you did a push-up? Huh?
He can do
By
push-ups.
the way, how's Tyrone doing? I know that hurts.
How's what doing?
Cerrone?
Cerrone.
I don't know who that is.
You remember Cerrone?
Uh-uh.
It's one of his hookers.
Huh.
Is it?
I made that up.
Maybe you meant sirloin and he's talking about steaks.
Yeah. Do you miss steaks?
Tyrone.
Fat boy.
Tyrone's in your head.
Tyrone?
Tyrone.
Oh, is it because Tyrone was supposedly there was somebody cucking his wife?
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, it was just bullshit
I
lies.
stopped drinking Gatorade.
Every other day of the week. I stopped drinking Gatorade.
Good for
too.
you.
Thank you, Archimus.
That actually did happen, though, remember?
What?
Tyrone used to plow Boogie's wife.
It's not true. It's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true. It's true. That's true.
I don't know why people even watch this clown. He's a disgrace. When someone says something like that, they truly have no fucking mortified fears. And they know nothing about anxiety. And they know nothing about anything they even try to talk about. And I know that everything that I say is true and it's getting to you right now. And I know you're watching this video and it makes you mad.
Do you
And
think
it's
he's
not
watching
nothing.
this video?
I don't think so.
I don't think he's watching.
I'm
this
sure
video.
he will
How
once I
many
send
views
it
does
to
this
him.
video got?
Not very many. This guy doesn't get a lot of views, but people do watch him. Sometimes I can't tell if he's a troll. I think he might be.
There's a lot of these muscle guys or like fitness guys or whatever, or the guys that think they're into fitness.
Yeah.
That love
He's
to comment on
226
Boogie.
pounds of solid muscle.
That's what he says.
What do you mean
yeah.
thinks he gets
That's
into
what he
physical?
says.
He does 300 push-ups every other week.
Every other week, Joe.
One person joined the Discord server, and their profile picture is a cool motorcycle.
Is that a cool motorcycle?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Is that a Ducati?
I don't know.
That's not bad.
Is that a Ducati?
You can do about it, but sit there, take it on one of them 9 chins right there. One of them 9 chins or one of them 85 rolls of fucking excess 200-pound slob skin. No, man, did you even scrub that shit? Or wait, you have someone do it for you? Because I know it'd be an effort to lift it with a washcloth, wouldn't it?
That's so true.
Does he have a stroke at the end?
He does whole videos where he's like, you know what I'm talking about? You remember
Yeah,
those?
he's trying to, talk Boogie's language, blubbering.
Look at this profile picture.
Cute.
Damn. Do you need help, Mr. Person?
Help me, help me, help me.
Here's Rick Wiles. Remember him with the Mark of the Beast
God, yeah.
technology?
Oh, yeah.
And you had to call your phone company to make sure.
Yeah, they're not installing the Mark of the Beast tech on my phone, please.
Yep.
True News will be there. The White House has extended to us the invitation and the press credentials to go to the United Nations. We
Rick Wiles looks
appreciate
like that newscaster from Channel 10.
Our credentials.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Is
Yeah.
he a clone?
Is this broadcast on Channel 10?
All I'm saying is, if that guy was a pedo, maybe Rick Wiles has some secrets in his closet.
Have not
we don't
been.
know.
Yeah, because behavior is totally based on looks.
Have you
in
seen
Billy
Brian
World.
Peppers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, Brian Peppers was from Toledo. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, he actually was.
He was fucking prom king in Toledo.
Revoked. We've not been removed. Don't believe any of that. Not at all. Not at any given time. We turn down more White House invitations that we don't go to all of them because we just don't have the funding and the manpower to go to every single event that the White House invites us to. We're very appreciative that the White House invites us to these things, even in the fact that I've been very outspoken this year about my views on what the Trump administration is doing. They still give us the invitation.
There have been, though, very attractive people from Toledo.
Name one.
Adrian Palicki.
Nobody knows who that is.
No.
You never watched the Orville?
I have, but nobody else knows.
A lot of people know who that is.
She is
Katie Holmes.
gorgeous. Okay.
Katie Holmes, right?
Yeah.
And then what? Are you
There's
third?
others, but I mean...
She's from Toledo?
Yeah, Katie Holmes is from Toledo.
Wow.
Yeah.
I found
They're
blood in a
attractive, but
bathtub
are
of
they
a night's in
pedophiles? That's the
Toledo.
question.
Are they what?
Are they pedophiles? That's the question.
Maybe. I'm
Katie
finding out
Holmes
everyone is.
And I'm very appreciative of it. And we actually have a very good relation with the White House press office. And, it's a very professional relationship. They're always been very, very cordial with us and very kind to us. We've never been pushed away out of anything.
So also, Jeffrey Dahmer, he wasn't a bad-looking guy, right?
He was handsome.
Yeah, he wasn't from Toledo. Actually, he was
to
just
make a
from Ohio.
crevasse and then get a bony boy and stick it in. Does it feel good? I bet it feels good.
But Stang, I guarantee you it feels good. I can guarantee that.
Stick it to him.
Be at the United Nations September 22nd through the 25th. And we'll be up there for the United Nations General Assembly. We were there last year for the event. That was the press conference where Edward got to ask the question of the president. And so we're hoping to maybe have that same opportunity this year.
That Rick Wiles, like what even was that? What did they even really say? That was all trash.
Yeah, they were just humble bragging about being invited to the White House a whole bunch of times, and they have to decline.
Do you think they're full of shit and they don't actually get invited?
Of course.
Yeah.
But they're true news. They're the
Yeah,
truest.
Rihanna's
of
always
news.
requesting that I bang her. I'm sorry, I can't. I have taxes to do.
I have taxes to do.
Did you see when Melania and and Justin Trudeau were like locking eyes
Oh,
with each other.
The stolen glance across the room.
Yeah.
It was straight out of what was the House of Cards? Remember that episode where the Russian ambassador is eyeballing Robin Wright? Remember? It's like season 3. Yeah. And they're like flirting a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Robin Wright did a power play on him, right?
Yeah.
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 I think that character was supposed to be based off of Putin.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Robin Wright's character.
Yeah.
Oh,
Robin Wright's character.
Here's a crazy person.
Hey guys.
Tila Tequila?
Yes.
So, hold on.
I know that acne
Alright,
scarring
so
anywhere.
Put this on. Because I just
Thank you,
don't
Pipmunk.
care. Everybody's like, hold on. Oh, I wish I could reach my little sign right there. But I don't have pants on.
She's gonna make a video. Okay, I won't spoil the video. Sorry.
She doesn't have pants on. What a cutie.
She's
Just don't
fucking
want y'all to
crazy
see
now.
my pantless
Now?
self.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
more than ever,
Okay,
literally.
so
No, I think she was always crazy. She probably was just hot enough that nobody cared.
No, now she has crazy religious beliefs, and she never leaves the house.
Bear down.
I know y'all love this sign with Jesus in her heart and coffee in her hand. She's unstoppable.
You know I love that sign.
She believes that she's the wife of Jesus Christ. She's almost like Gail Cord Schuler now.
Thank God she didn't put her pants on. That would ruin this entire
Swig of
moment
vodka
of
there.
Jesus
She's
being
sitting
in her
there with
hot.
no pants or panties. She turns on her camera.
Yeah. One of her kids.
Jesus
probably-
can't quite take the whore out of her.
Great news today, guys. I have great news because I am the preacher of the good news.
She left the implants in, too.
It's a Hurricane Dorian. Listen, I've been fasting like this whole time. And, I told y'all the last time when Hurricane Dorian was like, dwindling and before it hit the Bahamas, I was like, oh, I better do some fasting so I can up the ante. So I fasted and it went from category 2 to category 5.
Are you getting this? She
stopped the
believes.
Holy shit.
She wants the hurricane to destroy more shit and kill more people.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So she's fasting so that the hurricane does more damage, and she's claiming
That's what Jesus would want.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I took like a day break. And then I was like, I'm about to smite some more little demons. So on the day that I took off, it went down to like category.
Yeah, from her one-bedroom apartment window, she smites people and stares at the lightning as like, glory to God!
Her,
Glory
Jim
to
Baker, and Wild Bill and the tree-hugging ladies.
2, and it was like dwindling away.
Do you think she's the person that Wild Bill was trying to contact, like implying was watching his video earlier?
That's the one.
Oh my God.
Very special
There's
girl.
one. There's one little
There's
lady
one
that
special
I've got a
little
hankering for.
Hurricane.
It's all connected.
The answer.
Tequila.
I remember I was like, whose prayers are being answered, mine or yours? And
Bill's.
everybody in the States, all up in that coastline, I was like, Lord, please, I bind and rebuke these storms. And I'm like, let me go make some coffee and fast and smite them.
She kind of does a Pipmunk impression.
I smacked him, drink my coffee. No, I didn't.
We should do the rest of the episode as Pipmunks. All of us.
I can't keep it up that long.
Yeah, no, it
I
hurt.
could put up a timer at the end if I remember, and we could do it for like 2 minutes or something.
Yes, we can. And so I took a day break, and then it was like, okay, went down to category 2. Wasn't really anything going on before I hit the States. So everyone was like, okay, we're safe, I think. And then I started fasting again, and then I jumped back up to category 3. And there's 200,000 people without power right now, so they can't watch my videos because they ain't got no power. They're living in the dark.
This makes her nipples
And
hard.
there's flooding. I mean, all kinds of catastrophe.
Yeah. The thought of a fucking
Jesus
apocalyptic
Christ.
cataclysm makes her horny as shit.
Yeah, so, she was less crazy when she was riding the Sibian on Howard Stern. She's just out of her mind now.
Wild Bill led her astray.
So Are your prayers being answered? And it's so funny, you know, everybody's coming here now, like, trying to take jabs at me. I'm like, listen, bro. Or, you know, the filthy little heathens with no Holy Spirit, so they can't recognize God who sent me, who's inside of me. I'm made in his image. I mean, you guys think God's just some fool.
Yeah, Jesus has tit implants too.
So I said, listen, all these little heathens come up in here like, you're not Christ-like. You don't even know him. You don't even know my husband, bro. Do you even know my husband? No. But if you do,
I love the fact that she's sitting there with no panties on. No
I like how
pants or panties.
she talks about her. She claims her ex-boyfriend is Lucifer.
Yeah,
it's craziness. I have seen news stories from a few years ago that claimed that he was trying to get his kids away from her because they have kids together. She has 2 kids. One's a baby.
Congrats on the weight loss, Billy. I too lost a lot of weight. You should start lifting. It feels better.
Thank you, Stephen
than
Hawking.
sex. Although I am a virgin, so that's not saying much. Also, Ben, how long have you been lifting?
I have not been lifting recently.
Ben, how long have you been lifting?
Not at all
You think-
recently.
You think Jason's really a virgin?
I have no idea.
Because how does he know that lifting is better than sex? I've done some lifting and I've done some sex.
No.
And I think that sex is better than lifting. But
No way.
lifting might get you better sex, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He strike me with death. May he put me to shame in front of everybody. And may I be
Thank you,
devoured in the streets by the hounds of heaven. It ain't gonna happen.
She used fucked in my throat. She had the first ever bisexual dating reality show.
Oh, well, goddamn.
She was a
She's a pioneer.
trailblazer.
She's a pioneer, Benjamin.
Yeah. And now look.
Never gonna happen. Woo. Tornadoes is dangerous. Oh, and then there's a bunch of tornadoes over there. By the way, speaking of the Joker,
She looks like Gollum.
It's funny how they be trying to copy me all the time. The Kingdom of Darkness, they can't create their own thing, so they can
That
only
fucking
copy
lady
what God
going to the
creates,
airport with
you know?
that baby was trying to save it from Tila Tequila. Sucks.
She's like, you don't have any friends, Schmiegel, when the cameras are off.
I like how in her reality, God is on the side of good, while God is also leveling the Bahamas with hurricanes and
yeah, that's good.
Every time there's a natural disaster, she makes a video talking about how she caused it.
It lets everybody know who's in charge. That's what I like about it.
Because we are the creators, God and
What would she say if there was like a massive earthquake and her house collapsed?
Thank you, Jesus.
children, me, you know, we create because we're creators. Kingdom of Darkness, they don't create. They just kind of replicate. They copy the counterfeit, you know, and then they twist it, have a like inverted twist to it. They add it, make it a darker thing, you know. So the new Joker film, everyone's like raving about it. Like, oh, it's so good, you know, he's so good. It's like he's just an actor, bro, trying to act like me, trying to watch my videos. Like, this girl's brilliant. She's
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Did she just say that the Joaquin Phoenix takes inspiration from her videos in his role in the Joker movie? Is that
Joaquin
what she
Phoenix's
literally said?
Joker is just a copy of Tila Tequila's life.
Correct.
I can buy that.
Biopic. Joker, Tila Tequila, the biopic.
Crazy, but she's brilliant. So we have to, like, you know, get this down. And then they're going to copy me.
Holy shit,
She seems
She's really
very, very detached from reality. It's just strange that she has 2 very young children living with her that she's responsible for when she's so detached.
What do you think the kids are doing right now?
I just hope she doesn't skip lunch. I would hate to see Orlando wiped out.
I mean, who made this? I mean, Jesus, my husband made it. May the Lord, please strike me with death. Kill me, Lord. Kill me in the name of Jesus. Kill me, strike me with your thunderbolts in the name of Jesus, because because they're saying that I am blaspheming your name. Yet they can't pray against me. Why, Lord?
This is fucking insane. Like, some of the most insane shit I've seen in a while. Holy shit.
She's not bad.
Why can't they pray against me if they were real Christians?
She makes the same sounds that the boogie hater was making. These are all connected.
She has nicer tits, though, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
It's true. You filthy Christians are so funny. You ain't got no power. What?
Yeah, there's
Annabelle has more power than you. Isabella has more power than you. What is that? Annabelle.
Mommy, why is there a slug trail in your chair?
Look at Annabelle.
Oh, damn it. Oh, no. I don't want to see.
Is she about to give the beaver cleavage?
I think she has underwear on.
Oh, I hope she has underwear on.
But yeah,
I don't see a little bit of it there.
Yeah. They're adorable little kids, too. I feel bad that they have such a crazy mom.
If she was struck by lightning right there, Grady said, that'd be hilarious.
There's one video where she's holding the baby in front of a window where, like, the sunlight's coming through.
Yeah.
And the baby, like, looks directly into the sun for, like, 10 seconds. And then,
turns
like,
back and his eyes are all dazed and
Right.
fucked. He's like,
yeah.
I think this is the baby that they found in the airport.
It's the
same Filipino baby.
Yeah.
He was trying to get away from his mom.
Yeah.
And he didn't have his papers with him.
I said that 3 minutes and 43 seconds ago.
Oh, really?
I don't think that woman even knew the baby was there.
It's
The
okay,
baby
though.
did that of its
It's
own
a good
accord.
one. He should go back to China.
Yeah. To go back to town.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. Holy Ghost filled ministry. People don't like us because we have the Holy Spirit, and they don't. But
I
it's
wanna
all
start
good.
laughing like that.
May the Lord answer your prayers to strike me down. There you go.
It's a fake ass laugh.
Tila Tequila will be released in fall's hit movie Smoker.
What happened?
Can't wait till that happens to me.
More destruction and judgment.
That baby's diapers are filled. She's sitting in stench. That is fucking. Did you see that? They're filled to the brim.
Poor baby. Oh my god.
And he's just like, same shit as always.
Oh.
What is this?
That's Lucifer.
Oh, here's a flat earther video. This guy's scary as hell.
Let's end this charade, shall we? What charade, you ask?
The hurricane's going on
The
outside.
charade that the earth is round, a ball,
It's about
The
damn
earth is
time
flat.
somebody said it.
and a plane. You say prove it. Well, I say this. Lake Baikal, Russia, 31,000 kilometers squared. Biggest lake one of the biggest lakes in the world, and it freezes. That's right. It freezes.
Okay. Because it's cold there?
No, because the earth is flat. Are you even paying attention?
I don't get... freezing has to do with temperature, not the shape of something.
Let me ask you this. Can you freeze a bowling ball?
Oh, got him.
You can put it in freezing temperatures, but it won't change from like a solid
I rest
to a
my
liquid.
case.
Okay.
You see the problem
What
that
is
they're
it?
continually running into with their laser experiments.
Where's he
Is
coming
the
up
lake-
blind, by the way?
I don't know. It's very strange. He's a very strange guy. We've watched a lot of his videos.
Laser refracting and the water interacting with the laser as it goes across the lake because the water is moving.
He's always in a bedroom with bunk beds. Like, is this where he lives? It looks like a little kid's room.
Yeah, what the Why is he in a
The
little
Batman
kid's room?
symbol on there.
What's Jim Norton
Maybe he's a
doing in his
pedophile.
child's bedroom?
Everybody is now.
Yeah, that's the
Lake
rule.
Baikal in Russia freezes, and it's 31,000 kilometers squared. Squared kilometers, whatever way you want to look at it. Potatoes,
Kilometers squared?
potatoes.
Squared kilometers.
And the
Kilometers
fact
squared.
is that Lake Baikal could put the final nail in the coffin of globe Earth. If you get a powerful enough laser, have someone positioned from one part of the lake to a substantial distance to the other, that water freezes the exact same way it sat when it was liquid. Lake Baikal, Russia. Do it.
We got to go to Lake Baikal.
I guess, yeah, with a laser pointer and a bowling ball?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
Freeze the bowling ball.
Are you
Fuck it.
afraid of science?
No.
I'm not afraid of things I don't believe
Then
in.
I'll get my bowling ball. It's in your trunk.
You just keep it around just in case?
Yeah, you never know
Just
when
in
you're gonna
case
have to
science
prove-
is needed.
When a random bowling game is just going to break out.
Or a science experiment.
A science
To prove the flat earth.
Exactly. I rest my case.
I see. All right. So for a few moments here, we will do Q&A.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Ask your questions in the fan chat, and everyone will answer them.
My pedo alarm is going off after that one.
Who
says
is your
Fixel.
daddy and what does he want?
Who is your daddy and what does he do? What does he do?
Joe, why? Boobry, great question. And to that I answer, the earth is flat. And the Holocaust, I'm not saying it didn't happen. All I'm saying is, if it didn't, we'd really have to rethink the way we treat Nazis in this country. They don't get a fair shake.
If it didn't happen.
How many hookers has Joe killed? I've never killed a hooker. I have strangled one to within an inch of her life. Minx, do you mind if I tell him the story?
That's totally fine. Go ahead.
All right. So, Billy had a date with a model named Amber, who actually used to go out with J.C. Chazé and an aspiring actor, 16-year-old, who claimed that Kevin Spacey tried to proposition him for sex in order to get a role. Anyway, he went out with that girl. I stayed at home. I was very lonely this time. It was back when we were doing the TV show. And I figured, well, Backpage looks nice, and there's a lot of pretty girls there. So I ordered one. She came over. She was real nice. Reminded me of my mother. So I was immediately attracted to her. And she was wearing... her mascara was kind of run. I thought she was doing a heroin chic thing. Or maybe she was crying. I don't know. But she said, "Can I have some gas money?" up in the room. And I said, "Yeah, sure," knowing exactly what that meant. I was but 21 at the time, but I really could pick up in between the lines. Anyway, we were watching Bill Maher, Real Time with Bill Maher. We were talking back and forth, and we were talking about how we don't like strip clubs. And then she went, "So how about that gas money?" I was like, "Okay." So I went to my where the Gideon Bible's kept. What's that called?
The dresser drawer?
The dresser drawer. I went to the dresser drawer, and I got out 2 crisp $100 bills that I had borrowed from Billy. I meant to tell you about that. Sorry, that's coming out now. Anyway, I then gave it to her, and then she disappeared in the bathroom for 8 minutes. I knew something was wrong. But I waited anyway. I'm patient. Then she said she has to go smoke a cigarette. Well, I knew right away. She didn't love me at all. What?
Yeah.
So I said, "No, there's a balcony. Go smoke out there." So she said, "Okay." She went to the balcony. She lit a match, which was weird, because lighters.
Yeah.
And she was smoking out there for a little bit. Suddenly, she walked around the 2 beds and made a V-line straight for the door, and I knew exactly what to do. I pushed the door shut, and I said, "Please give me my money back." And she said, "I didn't say what was going to go on here. I just said I needed gas money." I said, "Give me my money back, please." She said, "Stop begging. It's pathetic." So I choked her hard and pushed her down on the bed. She started screaming way too loud. So I choked her harder. Then the door kicked open. The smallest pimp you ever did see. 5'2". He was tiny. He looked like, did you ever see the film Office Space?
Yeah.
He looked like the waiter in Office Space. Exactly like him. Except he was wearing a ball cap. Probably to cover up male pattern baldness.
Yeah.
Anyway. He said, "Hey, fucker!" And I was like, "I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna fucking kill you!" So I go back over to him, and then she starts screaming again. Right? And I gotta stop that. Because we're in a hotel. So I go back and I choke her again. Right? And then he kicks open the door. He sees that I'm a foot taller than him, and he runs out. And then he kicks open the door again. So I'm like, this is getting fucking ridiculous. I'm going to kill both of them. So I walk over. He kicks the door, and it hits me right in the fucking face. Hard. Real hard. And then she goes, what the fuck? And runs away. But I kept her earring. I keep it in my wallet.
It's true.
And I came home that night, and Joe had a nice shiner on his face. Nice mark from that door. And the number on the hotel room door had been kicked off. I was like, what happened to the number on the door? Because I was trying to find the room. I was like, this isn't the room number. There was no room number.
Yeah.
And Joe's like, oh yeah, by the way,
yeah, there
was a pimp here. Kick the door in. And I was like, oh, I shouldn't have left you alone.
Yeah. You know how I get when you leave me alone.
Moral of the story is don't leave Uncle Larry alone at the fucking hotel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like... Sorry, I had to eat something. Every time I think back to, like, the first videos of Joe that I saw, there's, like, he's beating up his mom's boyfriend. He's beating up Cavacho. He's strangling a woman. He's choking a guy and then getting stabbed by a beer bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of really violent content out there.
I've really changed since then.
American Nightmare says, did Joe fuck Leah Thompson's niece at the wedding in Montana?
No, her niece wasn't there. I did stay at Leah Thompson's cabin, though, in Montana, just recently.
Did Tiny Pimp kick the door in at her cabin?
No Tiny Pimp.
Good.
No Tiny
I
Pimp.
did not score with the model. She was very inebriated.
And you still didn't score?
I tried not to.
Oh, because she was drunk.
I was a sweet boy. I got her home. I got her
Likely
into her
story.
house. There was that awkward moment where she was like, come up, and I was like, I'm going to go home.
Minx, do you usually get your dates drunk?
I mean, I'm married, so these days I don't tend to do that. I tend to just, abduct them temporarily, and then let them loose after a hefty dose of ketamine onto the street afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bill Cosby approach, basically.
Yeah. And the first thing I say is, whatever you do, don't accuse me of doing anything to you for at least a few years.
Yeah.
Because then it'll be much more valid. That's what I say.
I got fucked in the throat.
Yeah. Got some more videos. Here's
and to all the religious
this-
out there, and to all the cheap shotters and these Pharisees that want to condemn him for his lifestyle and condemn him for
Is this Von Helton's brother?
this and condemn him for that and condemn him for his past, you need to clean up around your own door, and you need to stop being a judge, and you need to get in this trench with us.
This conservative Christian is telling people not to be judgmental of Trump. Only of Trump, though. He judges everybody else.
Gotta clean your room, Ben.
Yeah.
Fighting, and instead of blowing your country up and fighting against your country and fighting against the man that's trying to save your country and keep you out of socialism and keep you out of communism and keep you out of the things that would destroy your religious
socialism and communism
beliefs, because these people that are wanting to take power, they don't care about faith, they don't care about anything but a complete annihilation of everything, every foundation in this country.
That's how people on the right used to describe the terrorists and the Muslims. But now it's just people on the left that they perceive to be communists and socialists. I mean, there are socialists out there, but they're a fringe group.
Fringe group. Billy the Fringe. I'm just trying to fit in.
You're on the fringe?
I'm on the fringe.
So it better be that you keep your mouth shut and stop acting like the enemy, and stop giving the enemy ammunition and letting him use you as a mouthpiece to destroy the country, because it's not very becoming. And you want to know why people are fleeing your churches, preacher? You want to know why people are fleeing your mausoleums and fleeing your institutions and
Why?
fleeing this and that and the other?
Yes.
It's because of stuff just like this. Because we out here in the real world, we're not blindly following a man, but I tell you who we are blindly following. We're blindly following God. and we recognize what God has done.
But don't you think God's a man?
In Donald Trump, and we recognize that he's anointed an imperfect man, but we understand he's anointed an imperfect man for a perfect time in history, for such a time as this, and we're never going to betray him, because in betraying him, we're going to betray the call that God's put on him. And that's not going to happen on this show.
Fucking hillbillies.
You got to blindly follow him.
When God shoots a load, do you think it's like really, really big, or is it like, you know, like just like just the right amount?
That's what causes hurricanes.
Hurricanes are God's ejaculation.
Tequila jerks off God.
Like popped into my head.
That's not tequila that jerks off God, isn't it? The angelic duo, the mom and daughter duo. They're up there banging, jerking the angels. It's true.
And that's not going to happen out of this mouth. I can tell you that. And he's got my utmost respect, and it would be better for you religious types to get in the trench with us and start fighting for your country instead of fighting against it and being a bunch of scumbags and tearing the country down with your religious malarkey. And I could use a lot more words tonight I want to use, but I'll be not.
Malarkey.
What's BR?
BR is bullrit.
Bullrit?
Bullrit.
BR thir.
I've heard malarkey. That's
I know
like,
malarkey.
That's like an Irish term, I think, for like bullshit.
He meant to say bullshit.
Malarkey is foul.
Let's say BR instead of BS.
Nice. Because let me tell you something. All the religious malarkey in the world is not going to save America, folks. The only person that's going to save this country is the God of heaven. And he's trying to do it. He's trying to help us. He's got a man.
Why is it so hard for him to do? I thought he could do anything.
Because he chose Trump as his champion.
Oh.
That's like having to fucking play the drums with a wet spaghetti noodle.
An office that is trying to help it and save it. And it'd be wise to get behind it and understand the time we're living in.
If we skip breakfast, we can kill Wild Bill in his Culligan water jug.
True.
Okay, so here's Von Helton lying about pagan Indians. I think he tries to claim that there were Native Americans that were pagan. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Just as an example, okay, there is
James
a cross
Finkelheim.
out in the middle of
That's
the
not a
Arizona
real
desert.
name. From Dun Fumbling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way
James
that's real.
Finkelheim.
No
Is
way
this
that's
troll
real.
not a troll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Been there for centuries. Hell, maybe even have been there since the founding of this damn nation. For sure, it's been there for a long ass time. Okay, and some atheist, I apologize, but I got to be truthful. Some atheist fucktard, because it was way out there in the desert, he had to use fucking binoculars to see the son of a bitch. But because he fucking saw it out in the desert, out way away from him, oh my gosh, it's so offensive. We got to tear it down. And you know what? The stupid ass liberals in this country actually agree with him, and they tore down something that had been there for centuries. And here's the irony of it. Pagan Indians were actually guarding the cross and trying to protect the cross. Isn't that amazing?
Okay, was this in Arizona?
I think it was Arizona, yeah.
Because Arizona is ultra conservative, so I can't imagine,
It was out in the desert.
There you go. Von Helton knowing none of the actual facts of the story or doing any actual research.
Yeah.
Once again, Von Helton pulls his facts from his ass and even makes up facts to try
There
and
are whole
sound
channels just dedicated to Von Helton failures.
How many views does Von Helton get? Like
hardly any.
So all these channels are there to call out Von Helton. So they probably get more views than he
Who
does.
stole it and why? We first learned of the theft just hours ago. The controversial Mojave Desert Cross that has honored the dead
Mojave
for
Bobby.
decades is gone. The cross was sitting on a rock about 70 miles south of Las Vegas and 200 miles
Yeah, so he said it was in Arizona, and it's not in Arizona. It looks like it's near the border of California and Nevada.
north and east of Los Angeles. The veterans of foreign wars first placed that cross there way back in 1934.
He said it was there for hundreds of years. He was saying the cross was there for hundreds of years and that liberals came and took it down. It was put up there in the 40s.
I admit to nothing, Epstein.
Honor the
Nothing.
dead from World War I. But in recent years, the cross turned controversial, with critics arguing a religious symbol didn't belong on government property. Just 2 weeks ago, the Supreme Court ruled the cross should stay, but now a criminal has essentially overruled the court, tearing down the cross for reasons yet unknown. You can see only the base remains there. The national commander for the Veterans of Foreign Wars responding to the theft, saying, "This was a legal fight that a vandal just made personal to 50 million veterans, military personnel, and their families."
So it was vandalism is why it was stolen. It wasn't the liberals coming to, like, take it down.
Trace Gallagher's working this story from our West Coast studios tonight.
Thief. That's what it was.
Trace, any clues?
This is why we need the wall. Well, you need the wall.
I believe this thing was stolen sometime either Sunday night or early Monday morning. Remember, this is a big 7-foot cross made out of metal pipe filled with concrete, so it's very heavy, and the working theory is that it was more than one person. The thieves actually, they cut the bolt that attached the cross to the bedrock below. Now remember, a judge ruled that while this controversy was making its way through the courts, that the cross would have to be covered in plywood. They got a call on Saturday. Someone said that the plywood had been torn down. And when the caretaker went out to repair the plywood yesterday, that's when he noticed, Shep, that the cross and the plywood both were gone.
So they're going to rebuild the thing?
Both were gone.
They want to. I mean, a lot of veterans are heartsick over this thing.
I think Tila Tequila took it and nailed herself to it.
She used it as a dildo.
In fact, a number of military groups and veterans groups have already offered time and money to get this thing rebuilt. The problem is they can't rebuild it because legally the land is not theirs. They're still fighting this thing. They know for the time being that the criminals...
I can't believe this is news.
Yeah, this is a Fox News story right here.
Yeah.
Vandalize a religious thing? That'll get our base riled. That'll get Von Helton talking about us. So Von Hilton's Feck's been there for centuries. Actual fact, erected in 1934, I guess 79 years is centuries to Von. Well, Von's never really been connected in reality. He's the guy
they tore down something that had been there for centuries.
The Veterans of Foreign Wars first place.
Yeah, so.
Von Hilton bought a bunch of shit off Amazon to make an Elder Scroll so he could cast spells on people.
Well, the fact
He's fucked.
He's a wizard. He's the real-life incarnation of Doctor Strange and Frank Castle.
Remember
the
those
Punisher.
Potter movies? They're like, "You're a Harry wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a Harry wizard." That's what they say to him. Von Helton, you're a Harry wizard. Yeah, Von Helton. That's a good Von Helton video right there. Usually he's just sitting there sucking down sausages, being an asshole.
Yeah,
we didn't have to see him there.
No,
we saw.
Yeah, that was a little bit.
What's the guy's name? James Heindelhorn.
Finkelheine.
James Finkelheine.
Finkelheine.
Yeah. James Finkelheine was the main subject. He was like, "Come on, Vaughn, you're fucking stupid." Vaughn was like, "I'm not stupid. I'm saving the world from stealing liberals." Slurping snossages.
So, how many times have you been to TwitchCon?
Me.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're asking me.
Yeah.
One. I've been to the American one once and the German one this year. So this is my second one in California. It's coming out.
Nice.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Is it kind of like VidCon, only it's Twitch?
It's just like a week-long alcohol-fueled binge, to be honest with you.
So that's what PAX is like, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
insane.
fun. Like it's like nice to meet people and just hang out. Really, that's the main reason to go. You know, we like do some live streams, like real life stuff too. You know, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's good times. It's hard to choose. It's hard to choose which one to go to.
Go to them all.
You want to go to all of them?
Let's go to them all. Let's do every convention. We'll go and we'll do live shows from the convention.
Okay.
The Drunken
Every
Peasants
single
live.
one.
Everyone.
Deal.
That's why I got this cool laptop, Ben, so we could do live shows on the road.
Did we get any new Streamlabs or anything?
We did, and I'm going to tell you guys watching right now, if we can just get $20.71 more, we will go into our Friday episode. Tomorrow
50%.
will be our next episode with 50%. And that would be wonderful because we don't have a Saturday episode this week. We're doing it Friday.
We're doing a show tomorrow.
Friday.
Gotta
So,
get down on Friday.
Pimp Monk said, Ben and Billy, I just wanted you to know I love you fucking guys.
That was nice.
Aw.
Pimp Monk, couldn't help but notice that my name was missing there.
Pimp Monk said, "Loving the Dave Grohl look, Joe."
Thank you.
You're Dave Grohl.
Alpenstang says, "So can Boogie like fold or crease his fat to make a crevasse and then get a bony boy and stick it in? Does it feel good?" I bet it feels good. It does feel good, yes. Archimist, every other day I stop drinking Gatorade. Every other day I stop drinking Gatorade. Every other day. Spirit Flame said, "Billy is such a sweet boy. I don't know why Ben denies it. Billy needs to hug Ben to transfer his sweet boy energy to him."
No,
I agree. Let me hug you, Ben.
Positive
Let me hug
vibes.
you. Jason said, "Congrats on the weight loss, Billy. I too lost a ton of weight. You should start lifting. You'll feel better than sex, although I'm a virgin, so that's not saying much." Also, Ben, how long have you been lifting? Here's the cool thing about sex.
I have not been
a lot of people don't understand. You're a virgin, right? So when you say things are better than sex, some sex is better than other sex.
It's true.
Even if you weren't a virgin.
It's true.
Let's go, boys, says
Let's
Marcus
go,
Trinius.
my
Thank you for
guy.
getting us over the 50. 404. 404.
404.
Joe is found.
It's true.
So yeah, even if you are a virgin, it doesn't matter. If you've had sex once, you might have had terrible sex, and that's why you think that things are better than sex.
Well, he wouldn't be a virgin then, would he?
Well, I'm saying, even if he wasn't a virgin, his opinion could still be skewed.
Why
by
are you
just having terrible
invalidating him?
sex?
Because he's a virgin?
Yeah,
This is
of
what
course.
Onision. This is what got him in trouble.
I'm grooming our new patron.
You're trying to make him think that it's uncool to be a virgin, so he'll fuck you.
It's definitely uncool to fuck me, virgin. No. Just saying.
You're not saying. You're just saying.
I'm just saying.
Working out is much better than all sex.
So we're probably going to wrap it up in a couple minutes here.
Stop gromming me! Stop gromming me!
Everyone should go over to Twitch as soon as we go off the air here, because we'll be over there. And yeah, anything else? Can you think of anything else?
I think that if we can get to $420 before we close off, then I can give you a hug. At $420.
Okay.
That's only
A real hug, though.
$15.71 away. If we can break the 420 mark, I can give Ben a hug. So if you're watching right now and you have $15.71,
It needs to be a passionate hug. He needs to pop a little chub, you know.
Yeah. Pop a little chub with me. My beehole is a virgin.
Pop a little
unless you count Lincoln Logs.
You know what?
impressions.
I kind of miss Joe wearing the shock collar.
Last time I had to take shock therapy to redo it.
You threw up.
Did I throw up last
Yeah, because you ate the hot sauce and then you got zapped.
Oh, yeah.
Hug. Spirit Flame says hug. Please
not
be
there yet.
mine, my 409.
We're right about there.
409.
I'm going to put a timer up on the
409.
screen, too.
I just figured if we don't get it within the next 17 seconds.
17 seconds?
I don't know. Probably longer than that.
Yeah, I'll give them 10 minutes maximum. The clock is ticking.
Why don't you take a hug
The
from
quicker
me?
you guys get us to 420, the longer Ben and I will hug. We will hug throughout the duration of whatever time
Are
is
you
left
serious?
over.
Yeah. Do you remember when Pimp Monk beat you in arm wrestling?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was so easy for him.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That was pretty cool.
It was a weird. I had a.
Listen to these
thyroid
excuses.
issue.
A thyroid issue.
You had a thyroid issue.
Here's some profile images of people who joined our Discord. There's like a phoenix, I guess that is.
Ooh, cute.
There's this blurry photo of two people.
I know who that is.
That's Kai on
That's
the left.
Pikachu.
This is the scary like devil from that Mark Twain claymation thing that's frightening as hell. And then someone did a turtle wearing one of those.
That's a character, Franklin.
Franklin.
Mhm.
Okay. Thought it was Mitch McConnell. This guy, who the hell? Like, who is this guy? But he's there.
Billy and Ben Plaza hug.
Billy and Ben, please
Plaza
hug.
hug.
All right, Ben.
You went
Ben,
past it, yeah?
Put the timer back on. We got to hug throughout the duration of the timer.
Oh my!
You want to put a big camera up over here,
Oh
Joe?
my
Joe, if you
God.
want to come in,
Yeah,
if you want to come in and get in on this hug,
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like this is going to be one of the most passionate moments I've ever seen. I'm looking forward to this.
Put the big camera.
Hold on a second. There we go. Should I do that or should I? How do I do this?
Come hug.
Should I? But people can't see our heads.
We'll sit down on the couch and hug.
Oh my God, this is gonna look so gay.
Like a cuddle. There's nothing wrong. Come on. It's natural. Come hug, Ben. Come on, Ben.
They won't even be able to hear us because there's no mics over there.
This mic, they can hear us on this mic. They can hear us easily. Here. Yeah, they got us right here. Can you hear us?
Why are you so eager to hug me?
It's for the goal.
Sure it is.
It's for the goal.
Weirdos. Don't look at me like that.
Come on.
Stop. 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 No! No!
Give him a little peck on the cheek. A little peck on the cheek.
Don't fucking do that. Don't fucking do that.
It's just a hug, man. Huggy boy. Huggy boy. I feel bad for Ben because we don't even have the timer up. We don't even know how long. This could go forever. Ooh, there's a dono. There's a new dono I can't read.
It. No.
You can't read it. What's
This is terrible.
Oh yeah. There's 25 minutes left, Ben. So you're fine.
There's only 25 minutes left on the hug. Okay, cool. We'll be good. We're good. We'll just hug forever. Let me get my leg cocked up. Yeah.
This sucks.
I had a dream about this once.
Yeah, this is way. Whose hand am I rubbing? Ben's?
I think it
Sorry,
is.
I get
Stop trying to hold
I get
my fucking
I get in
hand.
cuddle mode. I'm a really good cuddler. Huggy boys. Huggy boys. They're the huggiest boys in the world. They're hugging Ben, 'cause they're hugging friends. They're the huggy boys, making huggy noises. Yeah.
I love that song.
It's a good song.
We wrote that
It
long
is
before.
so hot in here too.
So take off all your clothes.
I don't know.
This was probably way better than the shock collar. We always put the goals up for shock collars. I think that now we're going to be doing hug goals a lot more often.
Something about it feels so right, though.
Yeah.
No!
You know what? I think Joe, let me just... Yeah, let me get in here.
Aww, beautiful.
You got the warmest head.
Yeah.
I'm starting to sweat because it's hot in here.
Does it feel good?
No.
You don't like our cuddle puddle?
No.
Loving you.
I'm getting up.
Easy because you're
Don't hold me down.
There's a few minutes left. Stay.
All right. There's no fucking way I'm doing it for the rest of the time. Nobody wants to watch this the entire fucking time.
I do.
I know you do. Oh my God.
You look like you were trapped in the back of a lift car then for a second.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. Yeah, it was creepy.
Ben, you're beautiful.
This is so dumb.
What do you mean, Ben?
It's friendship.
Okay, friendship.
There used to be another friend in this hug. I don't know where he went.
We're down a friend.
Yeah, we're negative friends right now.
33% friendless.
Before it was 100% friends, and now it's only 66.666666667% friends. Come back.
You're turning people in the audience gay.
Oh yeah, I know. Benny, come back. I don't know the rest of that song. Benny, come back.
Somebody has to sit here and run this shit.
I mean, I think you should sit here and run this shit.
Know what I'm saying?
Come back in, Ben.
This is the cutest gay soft porno I ever saw. That's what it says in the chat.
Oh, my balls fell out. Whoops.
I mean, I think I agree with them actually.
I feel very at ease.
You are getting very sleepy.
They both
Is that
need
a ball gag or a Pokemon?
They both need some mint, if you know what I'm saying.
What are you talking about? No, we don't. Our breath smell good.
Oh, shit.
It works as a ball gag. That's good actually.
My breath smells great.
Yeah. Don't smell mine. I've been eating cheese.
It's not bad.
I've been eating cheese.
Oh! You guys.
I wanted to try the cheese.
Oh,
It was cheese.
dude.
I was tasting the cheese.
No.
I had cheese. It wasn't a kid. I was tasting the cheese.
All right, we're gonna end the show. You guys should get up and go back to your seats.
Everybody go to Twitch.
It's
Meet
true.
us on Twitch.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. It's true.
Minx, you have anything coming up soon that you want to let the people know about?
I mean, just use your shit if you want to like see fucking horror games full of loads of cursing and swearing and my usual type of stuff. Twitch.tv/Crinkshow. You can also watch us on YouTube on Crinks TV. There you go.
And I before we go, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Minx. Thought you were finishing up. Are you finished?
Yeah,
You finished?
I'm done.
You're so rude.
Okay. Because before we go, I want to go back and read the $5 donee that came when Joe and I and Ben were racing.
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Pez. Said free blowy from Egghead if you join the Discord. Joe for third.
Yeah, there you
present.
go. Egghead makes eye contact the whole time he does it, too.
It's great.
Yeah.
Ryan Schmidt said, not my proudest fap. And it was George Alcock and John McDonald who both got us over the 420 mark.
Thank you, guys.
Billy and Ben, please hug. And John McDonald say, yo.
Beautiful.
And I want to thank everybody for watching. And if my mom is out there, I'm sorry that I haven't hugged you since I've hugged Ben and Joe.
Me too. I'm sorry, too.
I want to give you hugs. And I wish I could give you a hug right now, Minx. I'm sorry you had to sit there and watch our cuddle
okay.
pile.
I was
without
deeply aroused
embracing.
anyway. I was moistened.
Your mom's a great
It's beautiful.
hugger.
Mm-hmm. It's her gigantic boobs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see the rest of you over on Twitch later. Good night.
Going to Twitch.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.